I need like some hits onto the blue buff. Couple.
Can I not
yeah.
swap them now?
By the way, Martin, I'll let you know when my bird is on cooldown, and like you tell me where to send them.
Yes, sir.
Get the info you want.
I want.
Yeah, we keep wave even, right?
If the matchup is like super bad going top lane, we can always swap back at like first back, but
Wait, I need to do something.
I think it's actually better.
Wait, what?
Start a top side.
Satara is AFK.
No, I need to do something.
I mean, they have to switch back as soon as possible. I don't think they want to play this. They shouldn't. He definitely started top set though, guys. Careful.
Yeah, I'm actually taking E second, so I can always dash out.
Yeah, that's good. Like, you can play top really safe. Doesn't matter if you fall back in CS.
Yeah.
Careful. Go. Q and
Yeah.
4.
Keep going.
I can heal.
We win this.
Nearly is in the spot
Oh,
set
nice,
jungle now.
that's good.
Okay. That was good.
Bot no flash.
Well played. Well played is wave slow. They don't.
Yeah, they
like
can't do
this.
anything right now.
It's good communication.
But
Seems
they
like
are
they've
just
been working
retarded. Why are they not like
in
even
the-
trying to switch?
And then I backed, I think. I don't know.
I can give down a ward to show where the Nidalee is.
Wards.
Blue buff is cleared. I'm not sure if she's on Grump. Might be on Grump. I'm gonna take bot side scuttle.
Yeah, we got
They know
Poil.
I'm bot side. They know I'm bot side. They might
Oh,
try to
yes,
do some-
Near
Neither
top.
top, neither top.
Then I
Okay,
backed.
I got the bird now. Do you want this somewhere?
No, we know where he is. She's on scuttle right now. You can.
Okay.
Hold.
I'll just save it.
Missing top.
Okay, I'll go for reset.
Nidalee is mid lane. They shoved out mid lane. It's possible that they are gonna switch right now, which we like.
Oh, you should have backed as well.
Should've played.
Nope, Jack's back. Top's going to push within now a minute.
I could come here. 5 seconds on my E. 5 seconds on my E. Okay.
Sorry.
Good.
Okay, top's gonna be a huge wave.
Yeah, we have a really good start.
I mean, can we walk as 3 top
Does it
lane if you walk
mean
from
huge
mid
wave
lane?
for him
Will
or
we
for
push up
Jax?
mid lane now and then dive top lane?
Oh, dive it is actually pretty hard.
Oh,
If you TP's
really?
the
Yeah,
not-
diving Jax
Melee
is
is on your
always
crux.
tricky.
Yes,
So
yeah.
like you need to be really sure you
Like,
can kill.
if you doesn't TP, it's like super coin flip.
Okay, she's in river.
I'm just gonna take the reset.
Jack's pulling back.
But like
I'll
you
take the-
like if you go 3, you could potentially zone him away from the turret. Could be worth trying. Then you don't have to risk diving.
Okay, huge wave over here.
They know I'm in our top side
But you
jungle.
can
They
potentially
just
like
shot
poke him a bit.
I mean, are you fine with top lane right now?
I want to push it in completely so it resets.
Yeah,
I can come to help you.
yeah. Like as long as you hover like this, it's fine.
Okay.
Nidalee is maybe here. It's possible that she did a reset and it's not top side. I'm not
I'm
sure.
basing right
So
now.
Drake
But
is up now.
I'm
but,
like 80% sure that she's on crux right now.
I mean, since
How
we're
OP is
doing so
Jack's
well,
basing. Yeah, they probably swap now.
since we're doing so well bot
Yeah,
lane,
we like that.
we could have a look. Like we could look to get the Drake.
They still haven't taken the Drake, so we're getting free time regardless. I kind of want to try to get the top side scuttle. I have like really bad back 4 timings.
What is this way?
Okay, top is RNGing back to him. Feels bad.
Nidalee should be in the bot side jungle. No, right? She's here.
I can come.
Oh, what is this wave? Like, what the fuck?
No, they're not fighting.
This wave is.
Nidalee is topside. If you guys want to do something bot, then you can right now. You have a lot of time.
IFE,
I
IFE,
mean,
IFE.
Wave is at their turrets.
Yeah, this
We
really
take like
sucks.
2.5 waves.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! I don't know, man.
This
like,
is so
entire wave,
insane. We're just destroying this lane.
my wave's completely fucked. It got RNG'd and now it's gonna push to him
I
soon.
can try to come after blue buff. I need to take this one. And afterwards I can come. Afterwards I'm also level 6, so I should be safe.
They're actually dying.
Stop that. Okay, okay.
I don't know, I'm literally getting dived.
Kill.
Nidalee is
Nice.
topside.
Flash checks.
Nice.
You can TP back, I'm still around. They cannot kill you.
Okay.
Okay, actually maybe bait them to dive. They're probably going back.
I'm gonna reset. There's too much big of a wave. There's no point in fighting. They're both gonna go back, and then they're gonna go bot side. Like at least the Nidalee is gonna go bot side.
Yeah,
Can
we
try to
should-
do something bot side.
Okay. You push this wave or like we said? We push
I
this
mean,
wave.
you guys should also
Okay,
reset if possible.
I have TP, so like in case it's urgent. I'll
Tara
just-
doesn't have mana. Like we need the mana if we want to. do
Yeah,
something.
so Tara can reset. I'll show
Yeah.
this.
She's somewhere here.
We got double CS bot, that's really insane.
Yeah, do this. Into the lens again. Yeah, she's some blue.
Bot is like all sums, I think.
I'm gonna put down a pink ward onto the drag so they can't not do it. Careful, she might try to gank mid lane here. None. Renata. I'm around still.
She has full item, be
Okay.
careful. She has full item. Tower is for it. Mid is miss.
I mean, they're also gonna reset now, so we can maybe even start the drag.
Nidalee here, they want to push this out. Can we actually go?
You can go
Actually,
there.
I'm gonna ult. Right here. Oh, I have a problem. Like,
Ah, come on.
oh, I have a problem. Like an 8 dollar.
Is this my fault?
Careful. GG behind.
I'm lagging as fuck.
Yeah,
Mocking.
Okay, sorry I lagged. I just couldn't do anything.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks.
And that was a good collapse.
The fuck, you didn't even hit the wall.
Sort of.
Maybe we should drop Let's go.
The one dives.
I'm moving
Oh,
back.
that's unfortunate. Oh well, it happens.
Actually, we can track Drake here, I think. I'm just gonna TP mid.
We're still doing
If we want Drake.
really
I
fine.
want Drake.
She's really weak.
I want it.
Nidalee is here.
Okay, we have to contest this.
Yeah, contest.
Yeah.
Then that's covered. She's like, she's not champion. Then that's not
Yeah,
champion.
sack the wave, sack the wave.
Yeah.
I have ulti.
Oh, it's a bit early.
I think it's
Definitely.
fine. Like, it's tanky enough.
Ah,
You can fight.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
play.
just go.
Go here, go here.
Ah, kill
Sorry,
him.
no?
Nice.
There's enough flash.
Can get
Oh,
this
dragon,
scout
dragon,
dragons
dragon.
to get the
Nice
shot.
solo kill.
Nice, very good. That's very good.
We are not gonna swap, but I kinda wanna look if I can secure the Herald, like in 1 minute.
yeah, I think we can both pick up to that.
You can also try to force into bot lane turret if you guys feel comfortable about it.
I feel pretty comfortable about it.
Okay, I'm coming.
Zena's only death
Okay, about the Herald. Nidalee is probably gonna path towards top and to secure it, be careful. Max.
Yeah, I heard you.
Oh, I didn't notice you.
Oh,
No, I just came.
Oh, okay, nice.
Maybe Marcus or so.
Did you notice that
Behind, yes,
Satara?
something happens. I mean, if they like overstep it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
every.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
But just get hit though.
But yeah, like the
Yeah,
bot
but
lane
like,
is doing
nice,
really well.
Straight stick.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing
Don't
they're
touch.
doing really great.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
30.
Ironically, they're more aggressive now
Sorry, I'll
with these
move
picks
next
than they are when
Yes,
they're
they do.
playing like
You
super
can get you, you can get
aggressive
you.
lanes.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
5.
Yeah, but like this is actually
I'm
a
gonna-
really good
I'm
lane
gonna-
for us.
Yeah.
because we
I
got
need to come with as well.
mainly because
They're
we got
moving. Be careful.
Or
Counter
Nedley
become
walking in
support
bot
and
river.
Yeah,
like
but
Senna
I'm
isn't
not
really a
doing this.
punish for
Can't get out. I'm kinda
for
wanna
Ashe.
take
Like
this
she's
now.
fine in
Take me
touch and she
I
eventually
feel.
outscales, but she's not like she doesn't really punish him.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
If I survive? No, I don't survive.
This is
What the other day?
Yeah, we cannot walk there. We have to walk the other way.
I could have watched
Oh no.
Yeah, just go out this the next time when we hear that they're coming. Doesn't matter though. I kinda wanna
I think we can. Like,
switching is bad considering Max is to the bot lane.
Yeah, I'll walk back to the top man.
Who has the kills?
Actually,
Yeah,
he's
top
doing
lane.
really good. He was doing really
Enmity.
good. Though.
Yeah.
Because he fucked up.
I mean, he fucked up too by trying to dive me.
We can also just 5 the Herald. We can be an NA team and just do it. Let's just 5 the Herald and then get it as quick as possible and then focus on the mid lane turret with it.
I think it's enough.
I need
Just,
350. 350 for Nash's too.
Camille and Sejani for her.
The
Yeah.
bot is also up.
Yeah, I
I'm
think.
gonna go to the Herald right now. You guys can also come. Like we just
Yeah.
hard force this as for like we
Yeah, or maybe look for a fight.
Bind, Sitara? Get
Yeah, I
back.
can
One,
fight
one.
her.
I can't.
Okay.
just focus on the Herald, you guys.
Oh, that's,
They can force a fight there, yeah, with Senna bot side. Does she has TP?
Like,
No.
push us out and then come straight to
No.
They don't have
No,
Arnold for this.
And no, you
They
know
don't
it.
have Jax ult as well. Like if we just focused on Jax, they come, he just insta pops.
We have a really weak top lane turret. I actually want to put it on top lane.
I'm gonna go bot and catch. Ah, never mind, I stay for not.
No, we
Jax
can
is coming from the other side.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll just kill the one.
yeah, we
Okay,
go.
going in.
No, he's stopped.
Leona.
Here we go, Leona.
Oh, just
Jax
kill.
will-
Like,
Oh,
oh, that's
Context,
really
context,
good. Really
context, context.
Yeah.
Text flash.
Oh yeah,
Context,
he's
context.
alone, he's alone, he's
Soon
alone.
free.
Yeah, I think they can chase the Jax.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
this
wait,
is not good.
shoulder.
Oh,
Wait, that was so bad. I'm sorry.
Have you go back?
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
been
there's
free,
no
I go.
reason to-
Oh, nice
Sword,
ult.
sword.
Good job, Nissan.
Yep.
Oh, you're
He's dead.
behind me. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, they really threw the
Okay, yeah.
fight, but
Yeah.
Don't look anymore.
That looked good when, when I saw it.
yeah.
That's an
Yeah,
error.
like they should really they should win.
What happened with then? How did you?
Can you refresh so we come I'm gonna refresh
Yeah.
as well.
I'll try and refresh.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get any platings, which is unfortunate. We
So
can
I'm on
still put down
14:03 now.
the Herald onto mid lane
Ah,
now to
I
secure
let's
it.
see, I need to.
Also,
Oh god,
Jax gonna spawn.
the Twitch app for Windows is hella bad.
Jax has played it now, so you can just.
Do you have
It's
you're
outside,
using the app?
I got a match.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I'm at
Uh,
14, 16, 17,
yeah,
18.
I thought,
Okay, I'm 5 seconds ahead.
I mean,
Why are you
Blue-
using the app? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
probably
very
it's
good
actually
question.
Probably not, I think they took it.
Let's
Not-
see.
not
Okay,
anymore.
I'm going in there now.
Needs
Uh,
to lose
now
the
I'm at-
Unlighters.
44, 45, 46.
Okay, nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
alright.
a little ahead of me,
But
but it's just
you
like a
can't-
few
They're
seconds.
way stronger
Ah,
with the two
that's fine.
items. Or one item.
Let's focus on the side lanes.
I can refresh one more time.
We need to be more vocal about where we wanna go. It's not good when we have both carries going the same. It's fine if we call it off, but then in that case we have to be sure that we know where we have.
Okay,
Yeah,
top
fine.
side grab, they can collapse you like super easy here. This is not doable right now. Jax is
I'm gonna
moving from top side.
Yeah.
We get that door now.
Q.
I can't help you there.
8 seconds. It's fine.
There's nothing to fight over on top side, so we should just use this time to scale.
Yeah,
wait.
I agree.
When we didn't use the Herald
I
for
got
plates. That
Trinity
was
in
bad as
base
well.
and I really need
Yeah.
this recall.
And did they play around top side?
Look at that.
Yeah, but like we changed lanes, so we had
Yeah, that's
we had
true.
the Azir, but we still
Yeah,
played
still
like
Herald's
top mid.
Gonna
which-
go out soon.
So like the main plan is to get
Reset here,
Camille
take majority.
ahead, which we did.
That's
Squeezing
good.
top over.
But we cannot
Max is
through
gonna
in
come,
the,
then we can maybe
like,
put
in
on the
that
Herald.
fight.
Like we have to put on the Herald.
Come where? Come where?
Mid
Be
lane.
clear.
No, mid lane.
Okay.
We could actually try to do something on Jax if we have info on Nida.
We need
Action damage
we need to
now.
put on the Herald mid lane now. We can look afterwards.
Yeah, just do.
I'm gonna go and
Need a stop.
catch the wave on bottom. I have TP and give something else.
I didn't know where the Ornn and Jackson Senna is.
Yeah.
Be careful top.
Ah, it's a
side.
Leon.
Just let it go. We have to go out now.
I'm moving as well, but
There's no time.
it's like super hard for me to contest this.
No,
wave.
don't. I can come and help you. Yeah, let's just scale. Make sure that we have Tatara where like the most of them are. Like if they're all mid lane, then Tatara should cover max and not bot lane.
Anita's probably
Yeah,
here as well.
I have
I
one,
don't
I
think
have
we
one.
can.
Yeah, she's here.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Ornn
Frizz
is
is broke.
broken.
It's already broke. It's fine.
I don't think you
reset
should
in that
have
case.
went that path.
No, me neither.
So like it doesn't really matter that they have vision there right now.
No. What's the vision score?
What was?
120
Oh,
on
you
the
can't
next
see it in
turret.
this
I'm not
one.
sure if we are able to kill it though.
18.
Like,
Yeah, he had 18.
testing it
and,
all. I think if they try to go for the Herald, we
22
just
on
focus
later.
on the mid lane turret.
Alright.
Nope.
They're all missing except Ornn. Have to be careful about the map now. I'm hovering mid lane right now. Like we can maybe just force like mid lane turret here or like one order. Ornn is missing. You have to keep that in mind.
If no vision on Jax now, he could be moving. I have TP though.
Can we get one hit onto the?
Trying.
It's
They're defending it pretty badly though. I'm gonna out to it.
okay. Leave here.
I'm moving in.
Jax is moving.
Alright,
Jax is
fine.
moving.
Oh no.
Do we actually want to fight it? No,
I
we
should have
don't, right?
flashed earlier.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
get out. Just get out.
They don't have any ults. They can't really chase us. You can take top.
Pushing out already.
I'm gonna help Max to defend the turret.
I'll actually.
Ash arrow mid.
Yeah,
Again.
I
Can you actually drop this?
do that
Yeah,
one.
try.
Oh, that hit.
ITV does. We fight.
I'm saving you as well.
Oh, this is a bit messy.
Oh,
I'm moving with you.
Okay. Flash Leona.
Oh, you
Leona.
shouldn't switch targets.
I get on there.
oh no. Oh, the crit. Yeah, good
Oh,
job.
Nice.
My bad.
Did I get Leona?
Where's.
On Leona still.
Think
Could you
she
leave?
should have
Like,
Yeah,
Coming, bro.
I'm coming.
we're losing lots of CS right now.
I'll take the wave mid actually.
What is?
Who's fighting on?
I
Oh,
got blocked. Holy shit. That's that. Drake is gonna spawn in 30. I don't think we can do much about it. Or both buffs are also up. We have to secure them.
Yeah, I think we
I
should be
think we
able
should
to.
not like force
like-
too much. Secure the.
If they reset now,
Jax is moving.
or like,
Okay.
Go back and try to secure.
Yeah, I think
the
they
buffs.
should
I'm not
contest
sure.
it.
We should actually
Yeah.
not fight the bot.
Moving.
yeah, that is a spot.
Oh, this is.
oh, no.
Like,
Oh,
we
it's
shouldn't.
flash.
We shouldn't push for that
Should
tower.
we
That's
do
just
it?
bad.
No, that's-
Don't care about the Drake. Just go back.
they're not gonna get back.
Gonna fight the next one.
Yeah, he's the.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not actually.
Oh,
I mean, they cannot really go for like how much they.
How many
chasing, I
drags
don't
they
think
have?
can go for
Oh,
the-
okay, 1-1. That's fine.
Go
You
for
have a
the
lot
burn.
of time to scale.
No, they can't.
yeah. It's just that they have like such a.
Yeah, just don't care about the Drake.
I think they have a lot, like quite a big goal lead. Right
Make
now.
sure that we get
Yeah,
the buffs now.
they do
to carries.
probably. Or not
Sorry
probably,
about
they
that.
do for sure. Yeah.
Tank it for you.
Why would they push for that turret?
I don't like. I think they felt like they needed to do something because they got a few kills. But it would be better to just like drop some wards on Drake and then reset and then
Yeah.
try to contest.
I mean, I'm
But
actually pretty
Legion
strong.
said that like they can't do anything
Two items.
about the Drake, but I think that's
Yeah.
the wrong call.
I mean,
So,
Yeah.
I don't even have like.
but
six
either
mana
way, they
now,
shouldn't
I'm really-
push like that
I'm
because
also not
it's
really
just-
tanky. Careful to tower you alone.
doesn't really achieve anything, and it's the risk is just really big.
I don't think that's gonna
Even if
happen
they get the tower,
much
it's
in
not
this
really
game.
gonna
I
matter
think we
much.
can just wait for the next
No,
Drake to
it's
spawn.
true.
No.
Like most of the kills
So we
are
have
on
them on
the
top side, like
Nidalee,
four
which I
people.
think is pretty good for us because
On top
Yeah.
side. So if you can
she's
fight
not gonna
with Jax,
carry.
you have the timer right now.
No.
I really don't want to flip this.
Yeah.
Just take the. He's still ahead in XP.
Can we use Ash Arrow with Camille to do something on side lane?
I don't think we want to force anything now.
No, just
Nah, I mean we can just fish with the Ash Arrow, like we're waiting for Drake to spawn.
But it's for
The thing is, I can't. I'm stuck in this lane. I have no TP.
I mean, we can try to force something on bot lane, but I
Yeah.
cannot be there, otherwise they just do it. I'm gonna reset here.
I mean, if we force, we should force on the side on Jax.
I think the idea with Asher
Yeah,
is pretty good.
that's exactly what I mean.
Yes.
Use Ash Arrow on the Jax.
We have so much time right now. We can chill
I
and
mean,
do
if
this.
you guys
Side,
wanna
yeah.
use an arrow right now, bot side, then we can
Yeah.
do it. Although the need is top
Yeah.
side.
Does Asha has Essence Reaver? I mean, if she does, then
Almost.
No, it's close.
use it.
Closed.
We can keep doing this.
Does it
Yeah.
come to-
Yeah, so much cooler
If
than
you actually
that.
shadow me here, we might be able to force something.
I mean, I'm on my way, but I don't want them to do.
This is not doable.
Stay bot side.
Just not.
I
Yeah,
don't want them
they
to
could
do
try
the
to
Drake free,
rush
Drake
back.
free. They're mid
Yeah.
lane. I'm hovering you guys.
Yeah, like I think it's just about getting Azir big now, and then
Yeah.
looking for good fights. Like maybe probably
I'm
we
doing
need
my
to
top
fight
side
on
jungle
next
right now.
Drake.
I can cover
Yeah.
the mid lane.
Should
We
fight.
should have Locket. That's bad.
Man, the wards are pretty good, so you don't need to hover.
I'm just doing the camps. Regardless.
It's really important.
Nedley's hovering here.
Right. To all top sides again. I mean, as of right now, I cannot show bot lane. The moment I show bot lane, then they just go for it.
Okay, but Jax is on 2 items. There's like no way I can actually contest him inside.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just, I don't know, move mid or something and
The moment Drake spawns, we can try to do stuff, but I cannot come bot lane now while
reset.
Yeah, just do it. We have still a lot of time. I also want to get my stopwatch before the next fight if possible.
I'll be able to get Rabba before the next Drake. But I also need Voids if I need to deal with Ornn and Iona.
They didn't know I'm top
actually
side.
low-key moving mid lane. Maybe I can ult this.
They know I'm top side. They know
Yeah.
I'm top side.
We're gonna
Don't
wait for you
sword,
to be...
sword.
Move mid, just move mid.
This is
Yeah,
wall,
it's
this is
fine.
wall.
Oh, arrow,
Okay, I'm going,
arrow. Let's try. Actually,
Don't.
this by the way.
Oh,
that's way
Be
too
careful.
Let's go.
no, I mean
Go,
that's
go,
it
go,
can
go,
be
go,
nice.
opposite you.
No.
Oh no. Oh, flash orn.
Okay,
Nice
just
spell
side
shield.
Like a
Wait
serious
for us
there.
here, wait for us here.
Oh
That's-
yikes. Yeah, no, that's
That's way too deep.
Oh, what the hell?
Ah, nice try.
Opala. Okay, I'll see her.
Actually,
He can now play this.
Wow.
I moved the camera. Fuck. Oh
Fine.
no.
We shouldn't fight that. The moment
He
the
can
arrow-
only go in there if the Ash Arrow lands. I mean,
we have to respect the double TP.
Yeah.
True.
that was
But then again, I
basically
think
the
that
only
it was-
chance for that engage to
Still
work.
the thing was fine, but should
That's
have
a
just
Baron.
instant backed out.
I guess we just try to go for Drake in response.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, like, when they go for, when we don't get the easy engage with the arrow, then it's really hard for us to go on fighting. Also, like, Max also said, like, he wants to get his Rabadons first, so he also didn't, like, wait for it.
That and it was an entire minute before Drake, so I didn't want the TP. Because if nothing happens in the fight, I can't go farm in the side lane, and we don't get Drake. So it's like a big no-no this entire fight.
I mean, you can TP there always because when we play double TP, you can just take the side lane next to Drake or next to the object. But yeah,
We got started.
double change
Yeah.
effect. It was
I think
over.
We can like burst it, pick on.
Nedley.
Ouch.
Oh, boys.
Okay.
Go
That's
all that fight.
oh, we yiked.
There's Nitro. Oh.
Just
possible
leave
or-
the Tsar
or
to run,
cannot
guys.
fight this.
Yep.
Oh.
We should give the service, we cannot contest it.
No.
Yeah, just give.
There's no locket, yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I think we need to go it on Sejani.
Yeah, I
but he
think
went for
Seju's
an
the
expensive item.
What did he go for?
Abyssal Mask.
Oh,
I think you should go for like
Fight, huh?
I think probably Spirit Visage into
Yeah, in my opinion, the Abyssal Mask is...
or not.
a
No,
little
like Abyssal
strange.
Mask is fine, but it's really expensive. So I think you should go.
Yeah.
I think you should go Spectre's Cowl into Locket, and then. Then
That's more value for the money, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Jack.
I'm gonna ult him.
he should be dead. Nice arrow. Do they have max as well?
Free
Yeah, they do.
in.
I do have
I
stopwatch.
think they can get him.
Oh, with the turret? No.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Let me take it.
I can TP here.
Okay, yeah,
Maybe
that's.
I don't know.
That's good.
Too risky.
Yeah, like we're really behind now. It's gonna be. Really
Yeah.
You will just die. They will kill you probably. You're very squishy.
Yeah, but Jax is like 200 HP. It should just check. But it's.
But it's not the end of the world having the super minions
I mean, we
go.
have a
That's
lot
like
of
a
time
free
now and
farming
can
lane for
farm
one of the
minutes
guys.
safely, I guess.
They will try to finish this game though, as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Blue buff is up, they haven't taken it yet.
I've got Void Staff for next fight.
Nice.
Now I can actually damage Ornn.
If they play the fight correctly with the CC chain and Asir just being able to have 3 Sand Soldiers causing havoc, they can win the
It's for the
fight.
next objective, as long as they don't push
But-
anything
Yeah,
out now, we can just wait.
It... I mean...
Yeah, like the problem is that we need to be more, like we need to be more grouped when we're,
Yeah.
or like we need to avoid fights when we don't want to fight, and then
Yeah,
we need
exactly.
to be grouped when we're like looking
I'll
for.
cover mid.
So like for example, when we went for the Drake, we needed to be
I mean, I cover those.
everyone there, or like try
just let
to
the
help
creeps
them
die.
get out.
They can't force right now.
Yeah, true.
And then when they like they shouldn't have forced mid, but since they
No.
did, I think he should have like Max should have
Yeah.
TP'd as well.
Yeah, I agree.
So maybe we could have turned the fight.
They are trying to look for something to do on top side. We can work together top lane and then try to maybe look for something. If they don't have Baron, they
Tara,
can
you
just
should
go
have
for it
reset
early.
and get more rewards.
It doesn't really matter right now because
Leo and Nida right
like
now?
we can't
Yeah,
really
we go for the
get
bottom.
any lasting vision.
Maybe,
No,
maybe
anyway,
we
it's just about,
flip it
like,
on the Jax
defending.
and I ult him, and we give like.
Defending the
I
base.
mean,
at this
we
point.
have to give this one. We have to give this one. Go back.
Yep.
I think we should just kill this, like for real.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a win. They had a small window to go for the.
Can we
Jax.
use Asher on this?
Maybe they can still.
Nice already.
Okay, they're backing already. They're backing already.
What is the time?
Nice wave, and mid is pushing into it.
They can still look
That's-
Jax. He's pretty far up.
Oh, yeah, they should.
Yeah, I think he's.
So
alone.
They know. They
Topside,
saw at
they
least
chose now,
3 or
we
4
probably do
people
something.
topside.
Ward here, and if we see, just eat.
They need to be more decisive here.
Yeah.
I think it's
Stop
too late
missing.
now.
Could cheese me in this, by the way.
I mean,
That's what I would do.
that would be perfect, yeah.
He was pretty close though.
Still.
1 minute until the break. I mean,
That's
we
what I
don't
would
have
do.
to fight this one. It's not so.
Yeah,
bad.
if it looks bad, we don't take the fight. We just back.
To be honest, I think we should never just go there.
Yeah.
Just farm mid in it.
I just don't want to give them the Baron. That's all. I don't really care about that break.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, they
also,
probably.
like, getting the
Yeah, they
vision.
probably
I
need to
want
wait
to
for
get
the.
vision
I
on top
agree,
side.
I
Don't-
would
don't
not
do vision
go
on
in
top side.
there.
Yeah.
Just never don't go there.
they're
Top
stacked
side,
there, 5
get the
man,
vision there.
both side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's risky.
Why do you need my pink, Latian?
Doesn't matter. As long as we get a vision. Possibly here, so we have a flank if needed.
Okay, they won't
I
have
mean,
it.
are they giving up the inhib
I'm
now?
warding and then I'm backing.
Yeah, I think they have to.
That's all good. They know that we are there.
I mean, they could try to fight there, maybe. That would actually be. Well, they're probably not gonna
It's
get her
fine.
in time.
It's like
No.
Maybe an arrow.
them anything.
Oh no.
I mean, if
too
I can
late.
get DD before
But like the
next
inhib
fight,
there,
How much
doesn't matter that
That's
much.
fine as well, yeah.
It's gonna be hard considering we have to fight that Baron. I don't. If they get that Baron, they will just run us over. So we'll fight.
Midinage will spawn
We can maybe
in
look
like
for
a minute.
for a kill somewhere here. Let Lana reset. We don't have to fast.
That's actually a good little win there, getting the skull crab.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they are Giga strong right now.
Yeah, but we cannot let them Baron. No matter what happens, we are not gonna give them Baron. Okay, we don't.
Can we look for
actually,
pick and jacks? Can we look for pick and jack like right
No,
now?
literally,
If
look
anyone
at-
up?
maybe here.
Oh no,
So-
oh.
This is not
Oh.
good.
We have to pee. How much we
No,
need
no,
for
no, no,
DD,
they're
by the
too
way?
stacked.
500.
If Ornolf's there.
And I have super.
I need 1k for Leandering.
Oh no, no, no,
Yeah,
there we
good.
go. Yeah, Ornolf's coming.
Are you fine?
They might be able to win this
Inter.
actually.
Yeah.
It's good for us here. Let's
Ah,
go.
this is not good.
In
Wait.
5.
No, 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 they're backing. Oh, Jax is he killing? Oh,
Yeah,
yep,
splash
yep,
him.
yep, yep.
And they need to like stick together more. Like.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and at that point,
don't have
like, there's
ults on
literally no
orange.
communication as to what to do.
Look
Yeah.
what we get.
Oh, this is really good.
That is
Shark
huge.
Smash.
I can't.
I mean, if you guys.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Someone needs to back them.
Oh, there we go. No, why is
Oh,
Sash
no,
going
no.
first?
Jax, back.
Oh, they can kite this. They can kite
In
this.
five,
Come on,
in
Leonard.
five.
Come on,
Jax is gonna
Leonard.
kill everyone.
No, no, no.
In
He's
two.
zoned too long. Oh, that was Leona. My bad. Oh.
Q and 2.
Skip.
Nice try.
Yeah, it was a good try.
They're tipping.
That was
the
nice
base.
try.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, just too big.
I'm gonna stop this one. Easy peasy. I'm gonna make damage to him. All good.
I'm gonna make damage.
Minion block, please. Ah, close on, close on. Almost stopped him.
Alright, let's go back.
Uh,
Hello guys.
Hello.
Alright, so yeah, I think that, like obviously not perfectly executed, but I think there was a lot of like good points in the game. So like the first mistake, or like bigger mistake, I think was, I don't remember it exactly, but the score was 1-1, and then they got 2 kills pretty much for free. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't remember where it was. Like,
I don't know actually.
actually,
I know I got one. What's
let's bring
I
up
got
the
pink,
replay
leading
real
me.
quick. Legion, could you do it?
I think the worst, the first setback was like me getting ganked mid, dying to Nida, and then Nida on roaming bot lane after we got first turret, and then we die bot lane as well. I think that was like the first mistake, but it's pretty much on me for getting ganked.
Yeah, but that's not that big, I think. Obviously, it's also a mistake, but it's not one of the like bigger ones. Yeah, let's have a look. You're really low, Sitar.
I thought the game was like, everyone played so horrible. Like it was just.
Yeah, this thing. Could you go back? So like.
I lagged. I had.
Oh yeah, it was the line.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Because yeah, it actually probably would have been a good fight if you didn't. But yeah, I'm not sure.
It's just unnecessary now.
We had to split for that fight to be actually good, even though the tower was lagging. Like if you look at this here.
Nah, it's not split. It's just we get TP'd on. This is just we get pure outnumbered. I mean, look this. The waste.
Yeah, so
actually,
like. Yeah. Oh yeah, you probably just shouldn't take the fight because like you're forced to engage on the Ornn, or like Ornn is the one that's like in a position where you can actually catch them, and Ornn is gonna take too long to kill before like especially since Leona is coming from the flank like that. So like at this point you should just, or yeah, like you shouldn't even take the fight, I think, at all.
Yeah, we should just respect the TP. I mean,
Yeah.
if he doesn't TP there, we are like fine, I think, because On pretty much wasted his engage right now. But this TP just Cetera like can't move out backwards, I can't stay in the fight, and then just this happens.
But yeah, so yeah, this was one of the like bigger mistakes, but it's not huge. The first really big mistake was the Herald fight.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
You mean the fight in mid?
Yeah, like around Herald, or was it?
It was in the middle lane, I believe. They got
No,
double
I
TP.
think it was next to Herald. It was like
Yeah, no, it's later. It's later.
yeah, it's like 12, I think, or something.
This is where we start off with 2 kills. Yes.
Yeah,
and,
you started really well, but then you like totally. So I think, could you pause here? I think it's totally fine that you go for this play, like to go for the Herald and like do it together like this, because they're in a bad position and they don't really have anyone. I mean, you're losing a lot of farm bot, but like you're already in a position where you couldn't really go there, so I think it's fine. And then like you start out fine, like focusing the warden here. It's all really good. Yeah, you can play normal speed for the beginning. So yeah, so it's still really good. Okay, but anyway, pause here. So like now, or like you keep chasing the Leona, which is like totally fine. But once the Jax jumps in like that, and then Max gets a really nice Azir ult on him, then we should all turn on the Jax, because like he split from the team, and we can't really, like if we split up like this, it's gonna be really bad for us, because like Ronaldo can't fight them alone, like 1v3, and if we bring more people, then Jax is gonna be too much of a threat, or like he's gonna be able to get away. So we should just either we just go all together on Jax, or we just like back out here. Like we get yeah, like we've already come out with a pretty big win. We get the Herald and we get 1 kill on the Ornn.
I mean, it was called out that we're gonna go for the Jax regardless.
Yeah, but we all go for the Jax. Then he flashes out, and there's like no way for me, Luna, or Cetera.
Yeah,
to
but
reach
this
back
like
to
here, well, like this split
yeah.
up here is like really bad.
This is sure lost the fight.
Yeah. So
And then, I mean, at this point, like we could still fight it, but I can't just go in there. I
no,
think
but like
it's hard for me to go in there, but
like,
Leona was not in vision.
it's just like really random that so like we're not really synced, or like we're not playing together. Like it's
Like the call was to go after Jax, so you go after Jax. It's simple
Yeah.
as that.
yeah.
There's
But
nowhere else for you to go.
then
There's
the
literally
Jax
nowhere
got
else for you
away,
to
and
go.
that's fine. But then after that, the play is still going on. Like you can't really like turn off your brains after the Jax gets away, because you still have to get out as well. Like the play is not finished.
I mean,
So,
realistically,
I mean-
what we can do after the situation, even if the Jax flashes out, we can still chase and then just use the Herald top lane. So it's not like we're losing.
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. But
I think
that's not the point. Like the point is that once you realize that okay, we can't kill Jax, then you all just go back to like pretty much solo queue mode and just like okay, whatever, we didn't get him. Now we just like I don't know, do our own thing. So like we have 3 people close to the Jax, and then we have Loner and Cetera like to the right, and then they get caught out, and so yeah, it's just like really unnecessary. Like this shouldn't need to happen. We should keep, and I think it's partly because we need to like keep talking, or like keep communicating what we want to do, but also we need to be more focused and more aware that like the play isn't over until everyone gets out safely, and like we need to we need to feel each other better, so that we play more as a team, or like as a group, than like split up like that, because that happened in a lot of different fights, like different scenarios, that we get split up, or like we focus different targets, or just not being on the same page.
I feel like the play was fine, to be honest, because if you just rewind like we all turned on Jax. Jax flashed out, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, but here,
all-
like, this is
yeah,
just...
but this is just like unlucky mechanical misplay, because if he doesn't get hit by the spear there, we just can still keep the pressure on in the 3-3, and we see like Sejuani
Yeah, but
moving
like,
behind.
we can't have Ashe and Morgana being the like front line or like the
Yeah,
bait for the next fight. Like we need to be 5 chasing the Jax, and then if we want to keep fighting, which we realistically shouldn't be able to because the enemy team can just run away. But if they're stupid enough to stay, then we go as 5 together to chase them, and like, or we go like as Legion said, we just go transition to top lane, which is going to be more natural because Jax is escaping through top lane, and then we clear the wave and we put down the Herald and we get first turret, or we already got first turret, but we get another, like we get more plates.
I mean, yeah.
That would have been more like natural and more clean.
I feel like this is just skill checking, because if just Nidalee doesn't hit the spear there, they have no way to engage on
But
us.
why
There's
do you
no
want
way
to
to
risk it though? I don't
But like,
understand.
how is it good
Because
to
we-
how is it good to have
because-
Ashe and Morgana like? Cause
true.
Lonar even said, I think, in the game, like, okay, I'm trolling, or like,
Yeah,
did,
because
but-
he got hit by the spear, but I think like the positioning is fine. This is just really unlucky. Like really, really unlucky.
Let's say you guys go for this play and Lana doesn't get hit.
Yeah. Nidalee's dead then. And we get another kill, we can
We are split.
Yeah,
That
but
is the point. We are split. We cannot fight together. And why? do
turn
we
off
wanna fight?
turn on to only blue vision.
we have vision on. We see Dena, we see Jax 1 HP escaping top lane, and we see 3 people off a spot. Just imagine Lona full HP there and vision on Nidalee. I can just E over the wall at some point, and we just outnumber them bot lane and can still fight them. It's just unlucky that he gets hit by the spear. That's the
But
only.
like Leona is behind them as well, or like.
Yeah, but we saw her escaping and she's like low health as well, because we just saw her moving there after Jax went in, and we saw her like moving topside. So we have perfect information about what's going on.
Like in the 3v3, like if you look at it in isolation, like Camille, Ashe, Morgana against Senna, Leona, Nidalee, I think you win that. But in this case, when Morgana and Ashe is in the front like that, and then like Nidalee is allowed to, obviously like hitting the spear is a bit unrealistic, but still she's really close. Like she's gonna be able to get on top of the Ashe, which is really bad for us, especially since like Senna is coming from like really close from the right as well. Like Senna is really far away from Camille. Even if you jump over the wall there, you're not gonna get on top of Senna. So Senna's gonna have like free damage while Nidalee is like close to the Ashe. So Ashe is forced to like peel or kite. And then also Leona is close, even though she's low HP. She can still like she can stun you when you jump in, or like it's still like really hard fight to take like 3v3. So it's more about that we're not having the same idea. Well, like we're still chasing Jax, even though Jax is like I'm not sure we can even kill, or we burn his flash, and then that's totally fine.
I mean, looking at this in hindsight, you can say it's perfect information and stuff, but me and Lation, I literally tunneled on Jax. We're not looking at you, we're assuming the fight is won, so we're not looking at that part anymore, and no one's being vocal about counter-engaging again on the bot side. So if you want to make the play, then be vocal about it, say it, because we didn't know, we didn't see, we're chasing a Jax.
Yeah, but then again, like, it's skill checking. I can't say, okay, look here, maybe, okay, it's just like, okay, if we don't get hit by the spear, we win this.
Okay,
Because Leona is topside and Fog, and we know, like, Nidalee's, like, let's be realistic. Nidalee can't hit a spear if, like, it's not, like, Giga Lucky or Leona setting it up. Because she never hits a spear on Ashe, Morgana, Camille without someone CCing. And we know Leona is, like, escaped topside, and we have low-key vision there that Leona is, I don't know, maybe top, like, in front of Crux there. Yeah. So if she doesn't hit the spear, we can just look for it. If we just all tunnel on the Jax and just move all as a group topside, I feel like we lose so much tempo, because we just give mid prior. They have still 2 people mid, and we just trade, like we have 5 plates mid, and we just lose all of them. Because we just...
Okay, let's not prolong the discussion too much. We still wanna get to the next game relatively quick. Yeah. But like the main point, or like the main takeaway from this that I want you guys to think about is that you need to be on the same page. Like you need to be more yeah, like, I mean, that's like, it's hard to just like, you can't just be on the same page like automatically, but you know, you need to keep talking, and you all need to think about that the play is not over, or like you need to like you can't let your guard down pretty much. I think that's what happened
I mean,
with Ash and Morgana. Like,
I mean,
kind
the
of.
mo-
we
the
can,
most
we can
the
stop
most
this discussion by just saying I made the call that we all go onto Jax, and we didn't go onto Jax.
Yeah, but we can't
Yeah,
reach
okay.
Jax.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
what
Yeah,
Fine,
let,
then
let's
we
let's
still- then we
let's
still
stop
go
it.
for
We're
it.
not getting
Still
anywhere.
go for it.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
for
we-
next
we can-
game, for next game, when we're team fighting, can we just like point to one guy who's going to make the calls in team fights? Just follow them. Like,
Yeah,
we don't
Leighton
really
is
need to
the
think
shot caller.
that
So like, if Leighton makes a call, then
follow
that's
them.
what we're.
It's that simple.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. Like, that's always
we
the
can-
case. It doesn't matter if the call is good or not. Like, that's what we discuss after games and like in VOD reviews and stuff.
I mean, the reason why I'm saying this now is because I'm just not really noticing it. Like, remember the LeBlanc game? I literally said I need 200 gold for Rabba. We take a random fucking fight, we all die. Same happened this game. Like, no, I don't feel like people listen, or only listen like half the time.
Yeah,
No, but-
there has been a lot of instances where Leighton has made a call and we haven't followed it. So it is a problem, and we need to.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like, we need to-
I mean, I literally said need 200 gold for Rabba. Latian says we don't fight. Literally half a second later, everyone's dead. I'm like, yeah. Guys, okay.
But then at the same time, you know, for example, what happened in this game where mid late game where Ronaldo engaged in mid lane, like the really deep engage on like Senna or who it was.
yeah.
Then like
Leader.
obviously you shouldn't have done that because that wasn't a call, and like it wasn't like, it was really deep. But once the fight like is already started, there's no like getting out. So you need to be aware of that, Max, even though you don't have your item and like you don't want to use your TP. Like, you pretty much have to in that case, because like, you know, at that point it's about like damage control. We need to like do what we can with the situation. So even though the call was to not fight, if the fight breaks out, then it breaks out. So like, we need to adapt to that.
Man, like the biggest reason why I didn't TP was because at first they were all walking back over mid. I actually thought we were home free, but that's like in a split second 2 people died, and after that it's too late to TP.
Yeah, but realistically speaking, if someone TPs, then you should also use TP. That's like a very common thing.
especially at with TP, because I'm not TPing and you can always like
Right.
as a
Yeah,
mid laner.
well, guys, we can't keep going.
Yeah.
We can do it after all of the games. We can keep talking about it, but now we need to get going, so we
Can you
don't
make
keep
a
the enemies
product
waiting.
then?
Yeah, I'm making it right now.
I mean, it's also the thing what we all also said, like, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, where we say like, it's always easy to have someone to like say a target, but then obviously for the people that cannot just go onto the target, like, it's really hard, right? But the reason why we are struggling with these situations is because we cannot just, we're at the point where we cannot just listen to one call. And if we're at the point when we can listen to one call, we can also just think about other options, like when we start to like think about other options as well, even though a call is made. Like, for example, if we all know, okay, we all go for the Jax, we all 5 move towards there, and then at a certain point, you guys know, like, Ronaldo knows, okay, this is an possible engage, and Lona is also ready to be there, then that's fine. That's really fine. Then it also works out, because as like, it's not as bad of a situation because we have a lot of information about it. But as of right now, it's hard to make these decisions because we are just all over the place. And in that case, it cannot work, these split decisions.
Yeah.
So in that case, before we think about getting the optimal thing, we should focus more about having like one idea and just make sure that everyone knows what the idea is. Because in the end, what happens if we don't get the Jax, as Ronaldo said, yes, we lose minions mid lane and we lose Prio, but then we just moved all to get a top lane and we don't give away kills. Because it was in the end a flip and we lost it because of one spear. So if we don't, like, let's say realistically speaking, if we never flip any fights, we're gonna outscale them most likely. Like, just generally speaking, any game you have, like, if we don't flip, then it's just like what is it, like a 7-1 game or something in kills, which goes like still 35 minutes, but we were like all on the same page.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, like the main takeaway: listen to the call and like keep going with the call until it's over, and it's not over just because a person like flashes away or yeah, like you release, you don't get killed. But yeah, now we need to move on. So we're
I mean,
gonna
they have to start ready, right?
yeah
They
we're
have
gonna go ready now. Okay. Okay. So I think there might first be Ash because but I think we can let them and then we can go for the Senna instead. So we can still try to play around top side because I think the idea was still good. Just the execution was a bit off, and I think it's like good practice.
But that case we should also ban. If we want to go for the Kami again, I don't want to play against the Jax again.
We don't have to like we don't necessarily have to go for the Camille. It's just that we want to have
I'm
like
just saying,
strong.
I'm saying if we want
Yeah.
to play Kami, I don't want to play against the Jax.
Yeah. Let's do.
Is it 2 games or 3 games?
I'm not sure. You can ask Winter about it, and he's not in voice, I think. Yeah.
But he's currently the 18th dinner. I don't
Ah,
think he can respond.
Let's hope it's 3. Okay.
I mean, we can also think about the Shen Kazakhs if we don't have like clear mindset what we want to do for the next game.
Yeah, I think it's easier to like practice the same style again if it's possible, which I think it's gonna be, because they went with the just to like have some consistency in it. Okay. I mean, I guess we could. Let's make it simpler.
And we can flex the side right into midline.
Do you play this set, Max?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I am not a huge fan of set mid, but it is theoretically possible.
No, I think it's fine.
I think it's very bad.
Well, Koreans are playing it, and also Chinese players, so it can be that bad.
If the top of the region teams play,
Let's not
probably-
do that argument right now. But yeah, I think it's really bad.
How was my mute?
I mean, this is already really annoying to play against. But they have
Well,
Yeah,
they
they have a lot of
also
talk.
put a. What the fuck is this?
What we could do here is go for, like we could go for like we can even go for like Soraka bot lane and just like out sustain them.
Okay,
then-
this may sound super troll. This may sound super troll, but they have a lot of poke. We don't want to do prolonged fights. How about we pick Malphite and force them to pick more AP?
Then you won't have a top laner this game. Like,
No,
seriously.
I think it's still good for us to go for a carry top laner. We could even pick the Jax here. I think.
Yeah,
Is there
I mean,
any champ you would like to ban.
Yeah, Renekton. I don't want to play against Renekton either. It's just super disgusting.
Like they
mean,
might
they-
like they might think about it and ban it as well, but
Like they will go for a straight up poke comp.
yeah, but like we have infinite sustain, so we're already qualified.
I mean, I could R5 Malphite, but we first we
No,
like.
no, let's not go. Let's not go Malphite. I think that's like not when we have the Senna Soraka. What else is it that it
We can
plays?
also just ban away the Malphite because they need engaged at some point.
He plays a lot of Gnar. I guess we could. Not that it's like a big problem.
No.
We could ban Ornn just because like, it's
True. I mean, we last picked up now.
sorry.
We last picked up. Or do we pick it now?
I think we could actually pick Jax here.
Okay.
Because I think regardless what they pick, it's still gonna be like playable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, true.
if we don't pick it, we still like there's a risk they pick it.
True.
They ban it. Okay. We could go for the. We could go for the Vlad, I guess, or what
Could
else?
we flex it worst case?
Yeah, exactly. We can.
Yeah, let's go.
I guess also like Fiora would be possible.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Champ.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go Vlad. That's fine.
Thing is, like, I think we need some additional setup, like that
Yeah.
low. Pretty hard to play.
I mean, this
I
game
mean-
is really horrible for me already. If I gonna play that jungle.
I mean, right now we have no engage against 3 pokers. This looks like shit. Like we need some engage. Either we need engage or we need poke ourselves.
Vladimir Flash.
Vladimir Flash.
Vladimir Flash EW.
I mean,
Smurfing Pislu.
it's I don't know.
Can we just go set support Soraka top AD mid?
Yes.
Which fuck you building?
I mean, isn't Soraka actually not bad against Gangplank? Like theoretically. Only
Put me on Soraka. Please.
theoretically.
Go set that is really good against Orianna. You will fit footlock second win, you can't die. You can take all of the damage. Set with the
Okay,
mean-
we need to think of.
But if we actually go set mid, we could like
We could Jarvan.
Jarvan or Sejuani. Yeah, I feel like Jarvan is actually top notch.
Smith is
I mean, we kinda like damage then, but at least we have engage.
Kick W. Fucking-
No, I mean on like I don't know 3 items. I think we just hard win fights because of Vladimir Jarvan.
I mean, I'm like, the pick in itself is good. If the Nidalee knows how to play, I'm not gonna have any fun this game. Like she will just at some point just start to invade me, and I cannot nothing do about it.
I mean,
a reminder.
just force around mid. I think you hard win mid 2v2, like really hard. Don't you?
2v2
well,
mid?
yeah.
I mean, if we stun lock Nidalee, maybe.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
you definitely win.
hey.
At least if you have summoners, like you can just
Hammer kill
Yeah,
or
so
yeah.
once in 5 minutes we win.
yeah.
Okay,
But like you're
okay.
not gonna fight like every minute. That's not realistic.
What are you gonna say, Connor?
But look, if you put Z mid against Orion in our
Java
Oh.
mid.
Cal talk, our argument is that Z can hard shove and tank your damage and then kick in warm, right?
Yeah.
And why should we gank Z? So that will just
Yeah,
push
just
and then
I mean,
go.
just don't say gank mid. I just force around mid. That's what I mean.
Like he doesn't have to play it like that. Like we can also try to, because like Orianna wants to do the same. Like she wants to, like bounce waves. So like well,
I
if
mean-
she's trying to like break a freeze or like trying to crash the wave, then she's vulnerable to. She's really vulnerable to a gank. So
You're scared. Good to know.
Realistically speaking, what should happen in the game is that we just kill Orianna and then move somewhere else. As because bot lane is not gonna happen anything. straight up. Top lane is like
Not gonna
basic,
happen,
it's
I think.
basically an island. As long as I don't have ult, nothing's gonna happen top lane. I'll only if like oversteps really hard. So my only option to do something is actually mid lane. And
Fuck,
we
I
have
picked
a
already
lot-
on soul.
we also have like a lot of good potential with that anyways. Like the moment she doesn't have flash, she's just always dead. Plus I also have like double AP onto the mid side, so we can just have magic resist and then it cannot do anything against us. So roaming as 2 on to bot lane is like only fine if there's actually a chance we can dive, otherwise it's not worth walking towards bot side. And in that case the only other options we have is actually walking towards top lane.
Let's go. I mean, on like.
Oh, like we could actually play set top as well, or like Vlad mid.
No, we can't, because our top laner doesn't like set.
I mean,
No, but like we can switch again.
I mean, yeah, we could, but
No,
I don't feel like it's
don't
worth
like it again. No, not this game. There's no point in switching set into the top lane when we already have a good matchup for the Vladimir.
Yeah, but set is like hard counter for GP.
Okay, and what do we do with killing Gangplank and having set top lane?
Yeah, I feel like we have to force with that set, so.
We are not getting anything out of the set. And mid lane is just gonna be a farm fest, maybe even slightly favor for the Orianna, since she can just pop Vladimir at some point, or like until some point.
It's just hard favored Arena. She can just perma-shove me and auto tank. I can't really contest the push early.
Yeah, okay. Let's see that.
I mean, top lane is like pretty much the same, but at least I outscale.
I mean, they have like literally no options on top set to kill the Vladimir, as long as he's like not like staying in lane with like 200 HP.
Like, they only engage is Gangplank Ash ult, and it's pretty avoidable, to be honest. So, if we just, I don't know, get a small lead early game, I think we just win fights, won 2 items with a thumbs up, and
We also have to think about getting a hero reduction.
We should not go tank on J4. We should go damage, I think.
Can I go
like-
electrocute?
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should go lethality, like full one shot build.
Gonna go
Because we have Senna Soraka to back you up, and also what we said we're gonna lack damage, and maybe Seth should get some damage as well.
This is what dreams are made of.
And we're not really gonna except for tanking Ashe ult, having tanks is not really gonna do anything for us because we pretty much need to.
You can ask how my last AD Jarvan game went. You can ask Lana.
Did it go well?
I played AD Jarvan with Lana together. I don't know, a couple days ago, somewhere.
How did it go?
Pretty good. It was a very fast game.
Nice.
Oh wait, I was muted. Yeah, I said let's not talk about it.
What do you mean? The game was over really fast.
Yeah, it was real quick.
Okay.
I mean, I don't wanna force onto mid lane level 2 because I kind of need the level 3 regardless. But since the moment I hit level 3, we can just look for mid lane. But you're on red side. I'm gonna start top side. We don't have. I need some pull. You could just walk around if needed.
But even though we went for the more engage route with picks, we can still play. There are still 2 ways to play the fights. So if we get a really good engage, then we can play it explosively, blow someone up, and then the fight is over, or we win the fight. But we can also play more if we don't get the best the engage we want, then we can still play it back and forth because we out-sustain them. It's really hard for us to get away from them once we engage, but we have a really good backup from Senna and Soraka, and if we're engaging and then we're backing out, then it's pretty hard for them to follow as well because we have a lot of peeling from Senna and Straka and like a lot of sustain.
Okay.
So
Here's the deal. They both gonna go back onto bot lane and both buy healing reduction items. Like even the Karma's gonna go for the executioners. I would do it if I would be support.
we should probably have an executioner as well.
Wait, you need the leash, right?
Yes, a little bit.
You
They can-
you
I
could.
don't think we need it until like.
No, but I think J4 could get it. Like he can sit on it and then he could get because since he's going lethality and if like, I guess they're not gonna build. Or,
I mean, let's just see, because I agree with one it's not necessary.
Yeah,
like the first 20 minutes.
yeah, just like have it in mind.
I'm just gonna be a solo queue. I don't need the chat. Not gonna play for the team. Fuck that.
I can only do like 1 Q and 2 autos or something like this because I have to run.
Okay,
top.
so
Yeah, just do it.
let's show him Lane Kingdom. Oh wait, never mind.
Wait, but
Just do it.
Let's show him
Right.
Lane
Good
Kingdom.
luck, guys.
Oh wait, never mind.
wait, but
Okay, he's starting bot
Hello.
side.
Right. Good luck, guys.
Hello.
Right. So really 180 on the draft.
I'm gonna
this game.
go straight to my
But I like
Olaf
it.
to see if she wants to
Yeah,
invite
yeah,
me,
it's
which
pretty-
I highly doubt.
it's pretty
but just
interesting.
keep in mind that she could. Okay, she's here.
I prefer to have like a more of a
You guys need to.
like
pause.
I think the Vlad wasn't ideal. I prefer to have more like a hyper carry
You guys need to
or
pause.
like something like the Jax or like Fiora or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's
Tara?
I think it's okay.
No.
I don't know what's it.
But
He
then
gets like super far ahead. He can sort of like he can do a lot of damage, but
Yeah,
unless
'cause video was
like
looking, I think,
J4
from
builds
mid and up,
damage
like,
like you tell them to, they don't have that much.
yeah.
Did you bot side?
No, didn't buy
She's
anything yet.
wolf. Wolf or almost blue.
Where are you in the time? I'm at 27, 28.
Oh, you're 10 seconds behind. What?
Oh god damn.
Coming behind.
Alright, refreshing now.
Yeah, let's both refresh.
Okay.
Now I'm at 46, 47, 48.
Okay, I'm 1 second behind, so that's fine.
Like
Alright,
she's somewhere
okay,
here.
perfect.
Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Tara
from
ping
she knows she's
167.
gonna play really passive. I'm gonna waste my time if I try to do gameplay. Yeah. Gonna take wolves and then go for the bot side.
Nice,
scuttle.
it's taking a
Just
bit
gonna
too
take the
much
top
poke.
scuttle.
Should be more like
She's probably
Senna
gonna
should be
wait
the
me
one
afterwards,
taking the
keep that in
poke
mind,
since
guys.
Yep.
like because of like the Soraka W.
Yeah. Oh no no no.
Don't trade.
Yeah, he's
she's
dead.
she's on.
And, like,
oh my.
why do we trade this? We just push and get.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dead here.
I'm so fucking dead.
Okay, Jarvan gets kills. That's nice. Did he get both?
Yeah, they got both.
That's good.
Nice.
Alright, not bad. Push it out and then we can go back.
Yeah, they
No
should have
flash
waited a
on
little
the
bit.
combo.
Then it would have been good.
Yeah.
Alright, I forgot you that did you that kind of ADC?
What do you mean?
Like you have a lot of problems, like clearing the minions. If I hit them all low.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Senna is really awkward with it.
I don't have flash, but can we do something mid lane if you flash onto her?
Yeah, probably.
This
just
roam is not good.
yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Nice.
Why is Tara there?
But even then,
Yeah, I think he got like tilted or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
like, he does a lot of like some random roams, but sometimes it's like pretty good when he's playing like Bard or stuff like that. But like
Yeah.
with Soraka, you should almost never.
With a Soraka
Yeah.
roam?
Dude, it looks so strange.
No, he now forced Senna to back, and Senna is now losing that.
Yeah,
wave.
this is really bad.
I mean, can we actually do something top lane? I highly doubt it, since I don't have ult. Even though he doesn't have flash. Yeah, I'm gonna just go to my bot side jungle. Maybe try to kill mid lane again, but she's gonna go reset. Let's see what she does after. It is probably a one bot side. Like I'm already behind in farm, so doesn't matter anymore. might be on Drake right now.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, just use the fence.
Okay, it's not the end of the world.
No.
I'm not sure if they try to kill me. I don't think so.
Gangplank's probably hitting 6 on Conway. Actually, might be close.
Oh, nice.
So just keep it in mind.
I can come mid lane here. When are you level 6?
Really soon. Okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't play like this with the Soraka. Like Senna should be the one in the front, like trading, and then he heals him, and then if they like commit, then he can Q any of them.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you need to wait for that engage.
Like he shouldn't be like forcing Q trades like this.
No gank from it's really
I
good.
thought you had flash up. Sorry, my bad.
They have a lot of wards in my dagger, so I can't really do anything but lane.
Will be cleared in 30 seconds.
Not a good state. You wanna look.
And same goes for bot lane. As long as I don't have ult, I don't want to come bot lane now.
Camera Smith, never mind.
They spotted me, okay. Can we fight this please down the red buff if the GP tries to contest? She might be here. Come on red buff, just have an eye on me.
I think you should actually like try to gank
Okay,
bot
she's
more
not
since they're playing like this. Like
I think so
I'm
too.
level 6, I can come top lane here actually.
And a Senna
Nitbot.
J4 gank is strong.
yeah.
I can't walk.
I'm just gonna walk here.
So now it's really scary because Nidalee is. Oh, they're probably
Let's
just
bot
getting
river,
Drake.
boys.
And Lily blue.
Yeah.
Just play back, don't contest it.
That is
Just give
Take
it.
him blue. They're not a Drake.
Middle there. I'm gonna go into her jungle.
He's just eating those
Actually, I
Qs.
can maybe now.
Like he's kind of like he's tilted for no reason because like they're doing
They're on
fine.
Drake maybe right now.
Yeah.
They don't need to like do a lot of stuff
Like
in
I
this lane.
did the.
Yeah.
It's more about
stall
just,
and then
sustaining
went
and,
towards Drake.
Like, waiting for mid game. Then that's when we're really strong.
I can also just get the Herald actually.
Maybe on the red.
Yeah,
You should
but
like you shouldn't have this this item either. You should have the
Take it. If the gank
He should have the
comes to
clearing
me,
item,
Yeah.
just go in.
the shield or whatever.
Yeah.
24 seconds on my flash.
It's gonna push in, you don't have to force anything.
I pushed in them with you.
Yes, I remember.
The brush is warded you.
Ah, they're gonna die, but they're gonna die. Oriana is walking. Oh, okay, no.
Okay. Maybe you can kill also mid lane when you have ult. Yeah.
Oh,
I have ult now.
That was the wrong button. Fuck me. Okay, maybe if you can flash on her anyway.
I have ulti.
Nah.
I mean, yeah, I misclicked. Oh well. I guess you're getting the plating too.
yeah, just like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's so much better.
25 on my
Like,
ult,
they're
I
really
don't
low
know
on mana
towards
now,
bot
it's
lane. Maybe you
late.
can walk together.
Yeah.
What is ward? This is pink ward.
I don't know that we're here. Maybe you can also kill the Ori if she walks.
I think we can, yeah.
I have ulti.
Can we go, Latian?
I think this will
Should be looking mid.
crash, I think.
Should be looking mid.
Pretty can.
Oh,
I have ulti.
I think he needs to use.
Take it out.
No.
Just go out.
That's fine.
GP ult used as well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, Gangplank could be moving.
I have cooldowns.
Oh, look bot.
No
Keep
gank.
getting
no.
them.
Don't roam, please don't.
Okay, that
Gangplank
works.
is still mid.
And they were just waiting for the back timer again.
Legion should look
Nah,
like
it's
they're really.
Use both sounds.
They haven't backed in a long
It's
time and,
really
like,
easy
really
to
low
look
mana and-
for something.
I am low. I don't have ult.
Yeah, but like we have
And
Soraka
no
ult
flash.
and like Soraka
And now
can heal
have
him.
to
Up.
reset.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
Does Ash
He
have
should
ult?
be coming here.
yeah, she does.
If they overstep here, I can maybe come, but I really
This is
need
why.
He really needs to back.
Take this and go back.
They're gonna back.
That timing is just.
Simon, make me play set more often. Seriously fucking fun. Not kidding,
Yep.
by the way.
Because you can't die, that's why.
Yeah, dude, no, seriously, I love this champion.
But I think you should have,
Seriously love playing it.
but you should have went Fleet Footwork and as Resolve, I think, against Oriana.
I mean, it's not for lane. I didn't pick runes for lane. I'm surviving just fine like this.
She has
Okay.
flash up again. Did Karma flash also on bot lane? Or?
Yeah, they both flash on me.
I have ult in 40. We can
And
maybe
today
punish the
Titara
bot lane
stopped
to come back to
writing
lane.
the
I have
cooldowns
ult
in
in half a
chat.
minute.
While he did it the last time.
Did he do it last time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably gonna take some time getting used.
Maybe
Taken.
upstairs. Yeah. She was at least. 13 seconds on my ult. They know I'm
Because
here.
flash back up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
Uh,
I can move towards bot lane, maybe mid lane.
Yeah.
Can you get my
She's actually walking to bot side.
They're getting all the plates.
Can we do something? here?
Yeah. Ash is
That's
pretty,
pretty good flank.
big.
if you can
Oh,
get her, I don't think we can.
Neither.
There's no way.
nice.
No,
Yeah.
Asher.
Coming.
He has good reaction
Asher.
times. That are
This might be what
Jesus
might be what.
Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, loner as well.
I can bait.
Yeah. Also,
Okay, I'm
I mean,
coming.
they should fight.
oh,
Yeah, nice.
yeah. That's.
But I think you should have like EQ'd from
This might-
Running?
You can't die, you
like
can't die.
from
you
the
can't die.
front of the
Dive.
like as far up as you can, if you understand
Yeah.
what I mean.
Oh,
TP.
Oh, nice.
yeah. That is. Oh, she TP'd
Orianna
to her
TP?
own death as well.
Okay,
That's
I'm
massive.
seeing myself. Feeling myself.
Ooh, and she flashed. Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, really good. It's really good.
That's
20 on
good.
Drake, I wanna secure the
The
Drake.
power of
So hard
Senna
for
Sorok.
okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I actually do damage. Holy shit, I didn't think I can one-shot this, sorry.
Yeah, they should have played more. Like
no.
because of the way they
Go
play, they
straight
should
to-
play more
go straight to Baron
towards
Dawn
bot
next
lane
time.
because
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean,
like we
no,
don't need
it's
to
not
give them all the
Baron, I
plates
guess.
like that.
Maybe that's a big
Like,
overall.
but you are doing this
It's
all
really
the
like it's
time.
really we have a really good kill potential with
Just
J4
let me
and
Just let me
Yeah,
Senna.
I
massive.
don't
Like,
have
it's really
smite,
good
so
stuff.
we have to do it
That's rock.
really fast.
And honestly, Orianna being so far behind as well, Ash is like,
He already
if
has
Ash
mid.
doesn't
He's
get
just
any
wolf
damage or
or
doesn't
so.
get ahead, then what do they have really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
yeah. It's really hard for them to
50-50s.
kill us because
we'll
of all
give
the
up to
sustain
bot
we have.
one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe set
I
combo.
don't have the all.
They have no flashes, I think.
25 on my
Nadally
ult.
This might be
flashed.
what might be what. I don't have
Ash
ult.
flashed.
I have flash.
Orianna
And Ash
flashed.
saw you all. Ash saw you all. It's fine. We def it.
I am honestly not a fan of the Shrelios first item,
13
but that
seconds.
maybe it's just me.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Literally being my jungle top side. Maybe
You should
check
go.
Especially the rep up. Like just
What should you
go
get
like
actually?
have a quick-
Probably just Athene's
have
and
a
then Athene's and then Redemption. I think.
Yeah.
I think Ardent is not. Or, like even Ardent, I think is fine.
I really need to
It's
Yeah,
not like
at least it's
super-
better
Don't worry,
than.
just let me know.
Yeah, it's better than Shirelles for sure. But you could go.
I'm gonna walk straight
I
towards
think they
top
will.
lane.
He's dead.
I have to keep.
Oh, fuck.
She has
They cannot dive to
anti-heal.
top lane on my around.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they could have played it better.
Need
I'm coming. Can you go hard? Go hard.
go. Do you reach?
Should be dead. I don't want to ult this if possible. Wait, but I actually did damage. I'm sorry, guys. I always forget.
Dude, you're literally full AD.
I don't play that shit. I literally don't.
Actually, we could dive top. I think we should dive top.
If she stays, then we can. But I want to take Herald first.
It's already barreling. I mean, we might be kind of late because now they rotate.
In that case, we don't. In that case, we don't dive. I'll secure the Herald.
You have to care, like in their top set jungle, they might just 5-man this now.
I have to be careful.
Yeah, I'm also here. So no need to be careful.
We don't see any of them. I don't like
No
this. Go
need
out.
to be
It
careful.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
You see 8, fine, but still. I mean, I can flash on the Oriana. She doesn't have to.
Oh,
Rotate into me.
We can take this with the Herald. I'll
Well,
just
what's
place it.
the what's
Okay.
the score on
Okay.
Drakes? Do you know?
Like, we don't need to get anything more, I just
1-0, I
want to
think.
get
I
the Herald.
think they took the Drake
I just
super
want to
late
scare
because
them.
he never went bot.
Gotta
Yeah.
take a reset and get.
But we got
Yeah.
one Drake. Or,
We got one Drake.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Why is Ash
Second
left
shot,
alone
that's fine.
right now?
We can reset it. We don't have to do
Yeah,
I mean,
don't know.
Senna can't match
Should we
it,
go bot
that's
lane
for
or-
sure.
Yeah.
but-
I have a
2
shit
minutes
back,
break.
so I'm not backing.
Pretty good. I'll go top.
Yes. It doesn't matter right now. We have to be all on Drake in 2 minutes, so
Oh,
we can just
no.
use this assignment and just switch back. Careful.
You
we are
knew
not-
she was bot.
Yeah, again, like he doesn't really need to be there. It's
No, that was super unnecessary. Okay, there's 1-1 dragon.
yeah.
Like he saw her 20 seconds ago. Not even that. He must be
Yeah,
super
well,
tilted.
Can maybe come.
Yeah, I think yes.
I don't show
Oh.
where they have the wards now.
I don't know where Ori and the others are, so I don't want to randomly fight.
Gonna take Crocs and then reset for Drake. You guys should do the same.
His FPS is super low as well.
We have
Why?
TP on bot
Okay,
again. We
he
should
was
get
all
TP,
tagged.
we should get Vladimir back to top end to farm. Then if you get TP.
I'm walking straight to bot.
Also walking towards bot lane. Do we know summoners on Ashe?
Age?
I don't.
I
Yeah.
think she has something up.
Yeah, that's how it says
Long ago.
Oh,
25 on Drake, me and Tatao should walk together.
why are they not grooved and securing vision? Come on.
Turbo push.
No,
and get ready.
he's gonna get killed again.
I think it's fine.
Okay, no, good.
Yeah, I think this should be free.
Look bot lane.
Later.
Pink the pit.
I have Shurelias, we can go fast as fuck.
I wanna go here. I wanna go here. Look.
I'm coming.
I'm TPing this, I'm TPing this, I'm TPing this.
No, you just get
Let's go.
Drake.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Focus on Drake. No flash.
Go
on
Drake,
Karma.
Drake.
Over here.
I will cover in Italy. You guys do Drake.
No.
Mm.
Oh, Oriana flash.
Nice.
Oh, yikes.
Pull it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no need to risk it.
You can fight this.
And they're just trying to steal probably.
Oh.
Careful about top lane. We have to go back this soon.
Minion way bot, guys.
Go
Alright.
back to normal
Sure.
lane assignment. We did enough. For now, the walk top lane. You should go mid lane, Lana.
Yeah.
Let's set go B bot lane for a while. If someone comes bot lane, we kill them.
Okay.
Although I highly doubt it, but they are gonna go there.
By the way, if I could get a blue anytime soon, would really help.
Yeah, we can have
Because
the
I'm
next
not capping CDR.
Oh,
No, Asher.
how did she miss that?
one. Oh, yeah, just saw it. I'm gonna walk towards mid
Ori,
lane. I got-
Ori, they're committing on mid. They're committing on mid.
They
Yeah, they have
can.
TP advantage, they have TP advantage.
I don't think they can. They already use.
I'm coming, we can fight this.
Yeah,
Could
they
def- I have Shurelias.
And he just used it and run. No.
Or just do it.
Just don't retain
All the
everything.
bait.
We should rotate towards top lane. There's nothing for us to get mid lane. Rotate towards
Yeah,
top
well,
lane.
like
That's illegal. I mean, that is.
yeah, but like it's just bad from Ash. Like
Yeah. It's just.
he shouldn't play like that.
Also
I'm
look
sure
at me.
I have no TP, it's like low key risky.
Low key
Oh, it's
risky.
so deep.
Nice.
Okay.
I
All
think
you
we can
ladies.
bear.
That's the first time I hear Leighton laugh.
We don't do it.
No, it wasn't
Focus
Leighton.
on top
It
lane
was-
there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have like
Someone should go mid lane though.
We're
Let
gonna
Nano
go
go mid lane. Yeah.
Nearly might be there, be careful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually I haven't really thought about it. Maybe I've never heard him laugh either, and I've I've known him
Ace
for
was
a long
dead,
time.
And Oriana, so they cannot really.
Now,
follow us, yeah.
from all the hours I've been listening to him, I've never heard
Yeah.
him.
Go for it, they can go there.
Yeah, that's probably true actually.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
okay,
yeah,
see?
he's a really he's a really serious person.
yeah, he is.
No, but he doesn't die.
Oh, but
No, but.
I also like Ronaldo when he gets upset. You can clearly hear he's very German.
Look.
Oh no, but he doesn't die.
Go.
Yeah, dude, I'm kind of like turbo slow.
I can already engage this. I'm sorry.
Just don't get shot though.
Yeah.
I don't know, that call was like
It was a bad.
Don't argue about the call in game.
Yeah.
turbo beat.
We don't want him to go on that.
2 minutes onto the next Drake. I mean, we should just fight the next Drake, kill them, and then go towards Baron. What am I doing with that?
I don't know.
Wait, Zed and Vladimir are dead. Like, there's no point in fighting right now.
But he has
I have
Shirelli.
TP, up in 15.
I will if you absolutely need it.
No.
Okay.
How?
That's bad.
They're gonna commit an Asher.
Yes.
Be ready.
I have 10 seconds on ult.
There's
we can contest,
always
we can contest,
like the
100%.
mid-game period of all the games. They do some
TP?
stuff like this.
Yeah, like they turn their brains
Yeah,
off.
maybe.
It's like
Yeah,
Okay.
they do.
you
Going
stop, they
turbo
stop
hard.
focusing.
Just heal me out.
Oh,
avoid
he's
the
got.
I think
Super
it could
hard.
be good.
It could be good, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice look,
it's
Karma,
all
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
If
that's-
Leonard just keeps kiting
Oh,
and he
TP,
kills
TP,
him
TP.
easily.
Oh, no, but.
I know.
Oh, nice.
Follow.
Sure, good.
Hello. And the team fights are so quiet.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine if they're doing the right thing. Like, you don't have to talk if everyone knows what
That's fine,
to do,
actually.
but they really don't. So
No,
Although,
exactly.
like, they are nowhere near to fight us the next Drake, so we can just focus on a Drake.
And again, it was
45
like
on
there's
it.
literally no reason to fight. 10
wanna
seconds
take
later, he's dead.
Reticent, go back.
That's unfortunate.
what do you mean? When?
Leighton saying that
I'm
to
gonna go
back.
Oh.
Senna
So I'm
and Soraka.
popping that fast.
And then-
Afterwards I'm getting another damage item.
Sadly, he gets caught up, but he works out in the end. So I mean, it's fine.
Like, my flash is really important. But
How much
it's
for
2 minutes.
Revenant?
600 or something. No.
I mean, like, I don't think you actually need your flash. Like, I can just cage them and then you will reach them regardless.
True.
Coming for the Drake. Follow that.
Oh,
Just follow that.
They
just
should
follow
be
that.
free as well.
Okay.
this one should be buried.
They should.
TP ult
Oh,
used. Oh shit.
it's-
Asher.
No, that's
Okay.
that was
I'm
super
com-
nice by
I'm
Nissan,
covering
just
the
zoning
Soraka.
them off on the gauge there.
Yeah. Oh, they
Good
get it.
job.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
Or is
it got
it-
awkward because of
Yeah,
the
they
GP
just-
ult and like dash ult, but
Okay,
when they
play,
see
play.
the Oriana
Okay.
coming from the right,
Okay,
they should
okay, okay.
they should pull the Drake to the right instead,
Yeah.
and then just zone the Oriana, because then either Oriana has to
Okay, you got it.
like do a flank, which is really bad for her, or they need to fight like 4v5.
Then has 3
Yeah.
max those mid lane.
So like most likely they're just gonna back off, and then would have been free. But yeah, it worked out. Like
The
versus-
weird no communication team fighting actually ended up in Lugger having a
Just take that
flank.
Yeah.
I respect that.
No, mid's
I
only.
mean,
Mid's
Oh,
so like
boys.
the reason it's going really well is
I mean,
because
if you
like
stay
our
something,
comp is
I
really
just kill her.
Yeah,
like
the-
it's
the-
really forgiving for
Yeah,
mistakes.
it
So,
is.
like even if we
Yeah.
get flanked or like
Focus
even
on
if
it.
someone gets caught out of position, we have so many tools to
Nice.
like
Yeah.
bail them out. And
Yeah,
Go back.
that's
So
very
Some
true.
good
You
minutes.
carry them well this game, Simon.
Looks up.
No, honestly.
Can if you want.
and Max got to play set mid as well, even though I hate it.
He has
I mean,
pretty-
it's
Wanna
pretty
go
fine
OTA now,
in this
but
comp
we'll
because
need,
of
Yeah.
we'll lose a little
like
bit of
because
damage,
that we
but I
don't
think
really have
enough.
a lot of engage and we We wanna like set up the Vladimir.
I think we should just
Yeah.
hard force the top lane now. Like we are so strong.
And the team harmony itself
Yeah, I think we
also
should
works
contest
better
focus.
when like he's full of confidence.
Yeah, I
the
like
set,
Yeah.
3 minutes until
and
the
the
next
late as
objective,
well.
so we can just
And
force
at, like
towards
at that
top lane.
point, the other
I'm
guys
gonna go
Yeah.
back and grab
just
grab a stop,
following the trend.
so I can go more ham. I don't have flash when I
And
try to-
Satara has Shurelios.
Yeah. We have TP, so we can let Max go back. We go all top lane and let him come from the base.
I mean, maybe I should just stay with you and just 5 minutes stack. I mean, we're so fucking strong. I think we can just dive with
Okay. Then
Germans
come,
and all,
then
but,
come to us. Push out the next wave and then come to us. Go to top lane, Max.
Yeah. On my way.
I'm moving.
If they push out really hard, you can also take the mid lane wave. Otherwise, we just go on to this now. Mean Taro can walk into the jungle.
Yeah, take another mid wave, get prior, move top.
Look, maybe mid lane.
Oh, actually, this is pretty aggressive.
Oh,
Okay, flash.
I have TP in 2 seconds. TP in 2 seconds.
We are fighting, but we are winning.
that was a horrible
I missed
shockwave.
the initial engage.
Ah,
That
it
was
was
one.
Speaking up.
it was the
Push mid lane now.
Shrelia
yeah.
engaged
Oh,
engaging
shit.
for into
No, like
Ash.
I mean, like Shurelios is not bad.
They don't have anything to
This game
contest.
because
No,
of
but I
like
just-
the
By the way.
like because of
I
our
don't like
because of
this.
like the way our team comp works.
We-
But I don't think it
It's
should be the
not
first
pressing,
item.
Yes,
Really
yes.
good.
No, I would have
Let me go.
liked it to be this. Oh, okay. No, I mean that's fine.
Help me, JP. Help me, JP.
Get tower, 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 tower.
Oh, they're actually sounding
Let's
like a
try to
team.
be up,
Really. Let's go. Tower, tower, tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go back after inhib. Did
Nice.
what we wanted.
We got top.
No, we reset.
Okay.
Too low. Baron's gonna spawn soon.
Good call, Leighton.
Otherwise, we're gonna waste
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, this is also like a common
I
thing
just
to
don't want them
be
to rush
overly
anything now,
greedy
that's all.
and
Yeah.
stay too long.
If I get
Take
top
it,
wave,
take
I
it,
get
take it,
next
take it.
wave.
No, I didn't go back. That's rather unfortunate.
Oh well, now you can take Scuttle.
Yeah, I need money anyways.
Is the lucidity boost really necessary?
Just make sure they don't rush Baron. We don't care about Baron right now.
well,
Baron also has the Drake.
he
because
has
it's just a soul,
yeah, he
you can
gets
fight as a soul
40%.
killer.
I think.
You don't need to flip on the Baron. Flip on the Drake.
Depends what
Probably
his
gonna
next
build
item
really
is.
160.
But
Yeah.
maybe I don't know if he
How
has
much you need?
Super close.
transcendence. No, he doesn't. Yes, Wrestle.
Does
Careful, guys,
anyone
do that.
else have locket,
have to
or
take
else I
locket,
would
yeah.
consider that as mine?
Just make sure they don't rush. Like it really doesn't.
Fair
it
enough.
really
I think
doesn't
you could
matter.
even
As long as they
go
don't rush
since
Baron, we
Set
don't
went
care.
tank. He could get locket. I think that's better because of the HP thing.
Make sure that we have everything pushed out and don't
What
get
is
caught
Seth
out.
currently building?
Just play safe. Wait
he's
for.
got
Oh, he has the
Bruiser.
fire
Yeah,
gun
okay,
going
Max over
fire.
there. Just wait for Ronaldo.
I mean, you could get it on
Yeah.
Soraka as well.
Let me get
Would be fine.
mid, so I have 16.
Oriana,
Yes.
stop lane. It looks like they don't want to contest. Maybe Oriana at the piece, but that will be really end. Because we want to prioritize this.
Then I will just
They
do it.
know where Nidalee is.
Get Nash covered.
They know
I'm
where
gonna pull
Ash
it out.
is.
I instantly want to do it. Be careful, guys. Don't force. Get back.
Karm as well. It's free.
I'm covering.
Yes.
playing the set?
Max.
Nisha.
Oh shit.
Mid lane.
That's a good redemption. Good engage.
Yeah.
Okay, TP as well.
Yeah, it's over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm moving.
I'm coming.
They are so fast with
Okay.
the Cloud Drake.
Yeah.
Turbo slow,
No, it's
turbo
the
slow.
Shurelios.
Go Baron. Go Baron.
Even before.
If they didn't stack, like if he built 3 of them, he would. He could just run them one after another.
Another pink.
The Gangplank ult.
Does
was
Vlad have
fine. He did, right?
TPs? Okay, yeah, he's
I don't
staying
think
bot, that's
so.
good.
Okay, just make sure that we are out of the pit. In that case, don't go into the pit. If we walk out, like if Gangplank ults, we all walk out. We don't go into the pit.
Let me tank, bro. Let me tank.
I mean, no.
I'm getting TP'd on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do
Just
you
sit
want my
there.
ult, Ronaldo?
Yeah, might
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Oh, it's not bad. I get Ash out from across the fucking map.
You could fight them.
Get out if possible.
I'm out. But I have no 50 seconds.
I'm gonna reset.
Pretty
Hold
sure
on,
it shouldn't
hold
be
on, you're alone.
maxing E.
Don't fight. Go back.
It doesn't scale, like it scales
So
really
that's-
bad if I remember correctly.
We already know
Yeah.
where everyone else is.
It should be a Q max.
Go top in now. 4? Yes, that's 4. I just want I want to have set with us. I don't need you to split push. I know you
Would the
have
best
but it really
thing
doesn't
here
matter.
be to go 4-1, like or 1-4,
flash.
led top or bot, and then the rest
Do
for
whatever I
mid?
want right now.
We
Or
go
is
top
the
mid.
1-3-1
We
more
got everything on
efficient?
top
Here?
set.
No,
Okay,
not
turrets,
1-3-1.
and maybe
I
you
think.
finish again.
Yeah, just finish.
Yeah,
I
one
think
one
might
for
be
me.
Here in the jungle then?
Yeah, I
Like,
think
ideally, we want to
Just
be
gonna
grouped
wait.
as much as possible,
Just
but
let
since
me
we have
stick
TP
Yeah.
Fast.
on Vlad, it's fine to
I'm
go.
just gonna push it.
Uh,
and just
one for-
rotate.
And
Like
with
when we're
Socko,
grouped, we're
I
so
really
strong.
want to dive that by the way.
yeah,
That's
so
what-
it's-
that's what-
We should.
That's actually a kind of interesting twist, sending the Vlad mid to just push in the way faster. I like that. That's smart.
Yeah.
There's a ward here.
Needs to pick up bot lane though, eventually.
Somewhere here, so.
I think they could just force top.
Yeah, I
Doesn't-
think they just force top, have Lad come over and force a fight in base,
buff
and then end.
minions mid lane.
I guess.
As long as we're not under the turret. it
Also,
doesn't
this
matter.
is best of 3, so if we win this one, we play for a third.
They said 2 games.
But
Yeah,
is that two?
Yeah, like we asked them before this one,
Go turret here. Go
and they
turret.
Oh.
said that they like
Let's go
they
turret.
needed
We dive this. We
to
dive this.
They need
not,
to
not
go.
stay too
We
late.
keep going, keep going.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
No, I pressed wrong.
Oh.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
Well then, forget what I said.
Look, Ash here. You got that flash.
They
I'm
just
on
need
Ash.
to stay
I'm
grouped.
on Ash.
There you go.
We cannot help you.
That's okay, I'll be fine.
I like the Soraka.
Yeah.
It
It's just-
forces them to stay grouped. Legit. Like,
Get this
if
in
they
him, we
don't,
have to get it.
they can't get healed.
I,
And that's clearly what they need.
Finish
Yeah.
fire.
I'm on Ash. I'm
Yeah,
on
that's
Ash.
true,
We
actually,
can't
I didn't
help
think
it.
about that.
That's up.
If they have player contest. Ah,
Monka fucking ass. Okay, GP don't ult.
He's no HP, come on.
Then I
Soraka
heal.
is such a good champion.
Jesus.
I love Soraka.
Yeah.
It's easy to execute,
Oh,
it's especially
God. I almost ran into that.
Well, that's 2 hours. Not too bad. Could have been worse.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's go back.
Play B and
No,
still
what's-
don't do any damage.
What?
What did you say? You didn't do damage or what?
I didn't, no. I mean, AD Jarvan is really bad.
No, it's not that. What?
It is.
No.
It is.
Like
don't
you
have
carried
any-
the game. What?
I mean, yes, but it's about like if you compare him to other AD champions. Like
No, but
let's
like,
say I would-
they're like he brings utility as well as
yeah,
like
it's not about Jarvan being a bad pick. It's about just having AD on Jarvan is not worth compared to other champions.
I mean,
That's,
okay, so like that's not a good like you're not how do I explain it? So like we pick Jarvan, and Jarvan is like a flexible champion, and then when the draft is completed, we realize that AD Jarvan is the best thing we can do. So when you say that there are other AD, like other champions which like AD champions which are better than AD Jarvan, then that doesn't make sense because that's after the fact that we have like
Okay, Simon, you didn't understand me. I'm not saying the pick is bad. I'm just saying
Huh?
if you compare the items I have right now and I give it any other champions in the game, I have 3 times the damage. Just because AD Jarvan is like
Yeah.
full engage all in champion, that means like I don't really do damage.
like
I
you
can
one shot Orianna, right? Or like you
Yeah,
one shot
well,
pretty much
yes.
anyone. Which
I
means
one-shot
that
anyone.
like as long as you do enough damage to kill them, then it doesn't matter if you have like 3 times more damage because it's about so like the thing with Jarvan is that you can access pretty much anyone, and you can do it through like
Simon, it's not about that. I'm just saying it's easier to play other champions to have more damage, or like it looks bad even though I'm nearly fat because I don't have damage.
oh you mean you're like
That's all.
you mean like
That's
the
all.
oh you mean like the total damage in
Yes,
oh, okay,
I have
okay.
14k damage,
Okay.
and Lana has 17k, and I would
Okay.
assume I'm a little bit more fat than Lana.
Yeah.
Dude, I have 10 and I have more
I
money
mean,
than
yeah.
both of you.
I mean, this is the thing with
But you're
stats, though.
tank,
Like
but also
people get really hung up on stats, but like they don't give you the whole picture. So it's
Dude, I play Kha'Zix and Kayn. I'm always number 1 damage most of the time.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, so this game was a lot better. I'm gonna like single you out a little bit, Sitara. I think it felt like you got really tilted after like the first time you died bot lane.
Yes,
I do
was
agree
not.
that like you shouldn't really take that fight, but
Yeah, can I just explain what happened? It was a ping spike, and like I clicked on. I wanted to do an auto queue trade like briefly inside the lane, but it didn't give me like the input to cancel it. She walked into the bush and it just auto pathed. I couldn't cancel any of it.
yeah,
I had no
Honestly,
intent
I
on doing
like
that
really
trade at all.
I
Yeah,
had it in
but-
both games because no, in the second game it's like lane phase was horrible. Like I don't know, I felt like I don't know how to play Luna as well. We are like hard lost, and first game later on like with Luna bad sync and so.
what did you say first game?
First game we won lane phase good and we had good, but later on I don't know. Like we both entered like I guess.
I mean,
Okay, but yeah,
I'm gonna say
let's
that
talk about
right now.
No, let's not
I'm gonna say
let's
that
not
right
get
now.
too distracted now. Let's talk about this first. Okay, so
Yeah, but
what,
I wanna say something to it though.
Okay.
I really want to say something
Yeah.
about it.
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't like the fact that how you respond to the situation though. I don't like it.
Yeah, and that's
I don't
the
like-
point. Yeah. That yeah, you can't act like that in a scrim. It's you know, like we talked about it before. Like it only brings like bad like it just brings like bad motivation to the rest of the team. So like you know, like it's totally fine to discuss you know, plays and whatever happens in the game, but we always do it after the game. So like
Yeah.
when the trade is already taken, you're not going to be able to stop it by saying that, okay, why do we take this trade? Because you know it already happened. So it's like there's no going back at that point. But then also what I want to say is about the way you play the lane. I think you should play more. So like if there's one of you that's going to be trading, it should be the Senna because of your W.
That's why I was hard tilted. Like I don't know, like I hated how Luna played it, honestly.
Okay,
Yes,
but
but it's-
okay, so
it's
I
not-
mean, then
it's
you
not
have
an
to like,
excuse
then you
like
have to
that.
tell, like, then you have to say that, okay, I think you should be taking trades, and then I heal you with W. You can't just, you know, like force trades yourself and then stay at 30% HP.
Yeah,
So
but-
that, but the main thing is, or like the other thing is also that you don't really need to, like, be trading a lot because
You know, I just want to say the fact that like that ping thing that happened at the start kind of screwed over the entire lane phase for
okay.
like the remainder of the lane. Like there's no point for us to even attempt trying to regain that strength because we already lost it at that.
Yeah, that's also true. Like once you fall
Like-
behind and you have a lane that's not it's not designed to, you know, like force
Yeah.
fights or like force trades, then you should just like accept the facts. But even if if you can trade and like play it well and like get like farm souls and everything, then that's really good. But you can also play it defensively and just like outscale them, because like the point of our lane, which we, you know, like the whole point of this strategy that we're practicing is that we play a supportive bot lane and then we put the focus on top lane or mid lane, top lane in this case. So like we play a bot lane that's gonna enable that. So it doesn't, like, in that sense, it doesn't matter that much if you know, like hard stomp your lane or if you like go even, or even if you go behind a little bit. And especially in this case, because Soraka and Senna scales insanely well and they have really good synergy with each other throughout the whole game, and also with the rest of the champions that we have.
Heals, baby, heals.
Yeah, and like
I mean,
you noticed it in the fights later on. Like everyone was unkillable and just yeah. I mean, and that's gonna happen even if, like, regardless if, you know, Ashe ends up having 50 CS more, which he did at some point this game. So yeah, I think you should and in that also in that same how do you say it, like in the same sense, I think you should buy the other support item, I forget the name, but the yellow one, because you shouldn't be looking to like trade look for poke or like trade with them. Because first of all, you're gonna lose the trades because it's Ash Karma. Like there's no way you're gonna. I mean, you did manage to like do a lot of nice jukes against the Karma like RQ, which was really nice. But realistically, it shouldn't work.
But we win short trades.
No, but I don't think we should, like, because we match each other in range.
So
we're
okay,
that-
if you're gonna trade, it should go like this. Senna walks up, and Ash and Karma starts poking him, like Ash W and Karma Q, and then you get one auto, like best case you get one auto and then Q, and then afterwards you heal him with the Soraka, and then you end up like getting out of the getting out positively out of the trade. And then if they like try to take a longer trade, then you can start trading with it, like start coming in with the Soraka and like using E and Q. So like when they're walking towards you, then it's a lot easier for you to hit the Q and your E, and like it's gonna be really hard for them to keep walking forward if you're playing like that. But if you're the one initiating the trade, then like you're gonna lose HP, which is gonna make your W have less value because you can't heal yourself with it.
Yeah.
And then also you can't like back if you're the one in the front, then you can't back up the Senna. So like you're gonna have to like start walking out, and then the Senna is not this as good as Soraka at stopping them from keep chasing you and like keep taking a long trade. So the way you should be trading is Senna goes in first. But then as I think both of you have a point there. Like Loner is thinking more about I would say about the bigger picture here. Like he's saying that we don't need to trade because what we want, like what we expect out of this lane is to pretty much go even, and then we're gonna have a lot of value for the rest of the team. And then especially after what happened with the lag spike, when you're put behind like that, then it's even more. It makes even more sense. But then I think Sotara has a point as well with or if you trade the way I explained right now, then I think you can actually have winning trades, and then you're gonna get even more out of the lane than if you just handshake it.
Yeah.
But
No,
the
no.
important thing here is that you need to talk about it. How do you want to play the lane?
Yeah, but like that was the plan straight away. Then he just went complete mental on it, and I don't really wanna speak up. That's when I just took the passive route, because it just feels like I don't know, very hostile straight away.
Yeah, I understand. But did you two talk about how you wanted to play the lane, or was it more about that we said that like bot is gonna be weak side, or like did you talk about how you wanted to, if you wanted to trade, or like how you wanted to play at the lane? Okay, so I think you should do that as well. Like be more clear about specifically how you want to play bot lane, even though we know that like we're doing strong side top side, or like we're playing around top or whatever. Like that's the strategic part, but then the more like tactical part, or like more when you get into the details, you still have to talk about how are you actually gonna play out the lane. Because I think you did that really well, and like you didn't. I don't know if you talked about it beforehand, but you talked a lot more constructively in the first game, like how you wanted to, like how you wanted to trade, like how you wanted to fight, which was really good. But then this second game, it was not good. Apart from that, I think the game was really well. I didn't see that. Like I noticed that you got a lot of kills, or like you got a lot of good ganks off late on, but obviously I didn't see it from your perspective. So I guess you and the rest of you, like Ronaldo and Max, you could like talk me through a bit how you felt about your lanes and like I guess mostly the early game.
I mean, let's say it right how it is. The first 2 kills that I got should have never happened. It was because it was a misplay from our bot lane, and I was just there at the right time. So that's just
That is a good point. So yeah, the thing that happened there, if I remember correctly, was that you started taking the fight too early. Yeah, that was when that was the lag, right? That was the lag
yes.
spike. Yeah.
Yes.
So like ideally, if we didn't lag there, then we wait a couple more seconds before we start the fight. We're still gonna be like it's still gonna be a losing fight, but we're gonna maybe bait them into committing, which they did, and then later it's gonna be able to get there in time, and then it's gonna be really good for us. And the way they played, like the Ashe and the Karma, the way they played the lane, they really like perma pushed and like went for getting as many plates as possible. And since they played like that, I think we should have adapted our strategy a bit, because we have really good kill potential with J4 coming in like behind them the way you did in that first gank. And there were like multiple situations where you could have done the same thing. And even though they have like, you know, Ashe E and everything, I still think it would have been like really possible a lot of times to punish that. But then again, it's gonna be about. I mean, I think it is like both on Legion to like look at all your lanes and like see the lane states and see if there are possible ganks, but also obviously bot lane should be more vocal about it, like saying that okay, we're permanently sitting on the turret. There are like a lot of gank opportunities if you come bot lane. So that ties into what we talked about. Like even though we have, you know, an initial game plan, like we're gonna play more towards bot, towards top side or like mid. Like we have a clear strategy, and that we follow up on that. It doesn't mean that we can't adapt the strategy, you know, in the middle of the game if things take a like things go in a direction that we didn't foresee before the game. So yeah, we should always be more like more on our toes with that, like more proactive. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Leighton. Was there something else you wanted to say about like how you got ahead, or like did you just snowball off of those two kills?
I mean, it didn't really happen much. Like we did what we wanted to, like abusing the fact that Orianna is like really vulnerable against our comp, and then also trying to punish Gangplank while he has no flash. That went both really well, and afterwards it was just like I had enough damage to do anything I wanted, basically.
Yeah. And do you share that opinion, Ronaldo and Max, about how early game played out?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, I made the mistake to like trade flashes early and then get dove by Nidalee, which was like pretty bad and kind of set me behind. But this was just me like low-key autopiloting.
You
because
didn't lose that many CS though, right? Since you had
No, I was even CS, but I lost my lead and I was behind in XP a half level or something. But it don't really matter.
But I'm just thinking about in terms of like if you're gonna get dove, it's a lot better to get dove when you have TP and you. I don't know if it was like a cannon wave, so I don't know how many CS you lost in like in that.
Yeah, no, I could have TP'd out, but I felt
I mean it's not so bad, because like since you're able to TP back, that you don't lose so many. It's a lot worse if there's a wave of 10 minions and then they dive you, and you die and you don't have TP, so you lose all of those 10 minions. That's a disaster. But if they dive you and there are 10 minions and you die and then you lose maybe 3 of those and then you TP back, then it's not that big of a deal, because you don't lose all of the. So I think that's usually the most important thing about. I think it goes mostly for, obviously it goes for all lanes, but I think it happens the most in top lane, that you play more around more around the waves, like more around the minions, because experience and mainly it's experience is the main thing. If you fall behind in experience, then that's usually really bad, especially in a matchup where the enemy is able to snowball. So sometimes it's gonna be more worth it to die to get make sure that you get all the minions, or make sure that you get the lane in a good state, than it is to survive and then lose out on all of those minions. So for example, if you did what you started saying there, if you actually TP'd out, like back to the base, then you would have lost all those minions. Even though you survived, like after everything is said and done, it probably would have been a worse play. So yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, and then I forced like 1 GP flash where I had like flash advantage at around minute 9, which we didn't capitalize on, but we got like a lot of other shit mid lane and bot lane for this, and Jarvan just snowballed like bot and mid, so it's like fine. I mean, to be honest, I felt like at a certain point like this is just unlosable, because after we like hard smashed the Nash fight with like Jarvan dead and probably like 2k gold missing, we just I felt like this is just not losable anymore, so it's just whatever.
And how did you feel, Max? I heard you said that you really liked the set.
Yeah, no, I really like this champion. I really like playing him, especially when the matchup is good. I mean, the first 3 levels by Ori, you just get cucked. Like she shoves her ball up your ass, and you just have to take it. And I mean, you take your time to regen. You can just farm. And after she blew her flash, well, I didn't even have to use mine. Lane was just completely over.
Yeah.
Like Legion had a really good gank really early on. She had no flash, and after that, she's gonna get permadove if she walks up.
Yeah.
So game's just done. I could insta clear the wave and just like be everywhere. Like Nidalee couldn't get shit done because I was literally sitting in her jungle like whenever I didn't have a wave to farm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it just feels really good to play. Really short. I mean, I could be buff. I protected Soraka when they actually hit her with an Ash arrow. I think they could have just ate her and take the Drake maybe. But I don't know. It felt really good to play. Yeah. Really short.
Yeah, right. I think in this type of composition, I think we could play the. I think it fits pretty well, the set mid. So yeah, we could definitely try it some more times.
The thing you should like think about if you play set though, like especially if you have Hex Flash, you should never like think twice about using a flash. Like there were some situations where you just flash on him and don't think about it. Like when you play set, your flash doesn't matter, so you can use it way more often than you actually do.
Hard agree.
Yeah, of course.
Like I can show you.
This is the first time I played it in a team setting, so.
Yes, that's why I'm telling it.
You actually did well if it's the first time. That's really nice.
Nah, I've played it like I played it in solo queue, but solo queue works completely different, of course. But I played set jungle and I played set support. Like the champion itself, I can just play really well. Doesn't matter what role.
Okay.
You're not as good as me though. Let's be real.
Whoa, are we flaming? All right. Who's the better Singed in this call?
I was a Singed one trick. Back in,
No, Simon. I'm better than you. I don't care. Archie's gonna do an event and I'm gonna show you, man. My Singed is clean.
Best Singed NTT tournament? What?
Let's go. Anyway, I have a quick question regarding the team we just played against. Simon, do you want us to keep them for future scrims? I feel like they would be a good partner.
Yeah, sure.
They seem pretty consistent.
Yeah, I think we're pretty evenly matched. What do you guys think about this, guys?
I think the Gangplank is. I think the Gangplank was like literally one of the best Gangplanks I ever played. Like his barrel setups were so fucking clutch on lane. And
the jungler was also pretty good.
And he's like 80 main. I checked his OPGG, but he plays
they have really weird OPGGs. Like they seem to play pretty much everything.
No, I really like their consistency and coming on time and whatnot. So
yeah,
we say yes to that.
But what did you say, Leighton? Did you say it sounded like you said someone was toxic?
The jungler's really toxic because he played Nidalee 2 times in a row.
I mean, I have to say that as well. I think, like in an official game, if they have a Nidalee player, we should really think about banning it because this champion is just so cringe.
Unless you wanna.
I wouldn't coin flip playing against that Nidalee. I can't say anything about that about mid though. Like first game, I haven't seen him. So yeah, Second game was like, yeah, you blow flash and then your game's just over and he can't really play the game anymore. So I don't know. Like normally it doesn't go like this, so I can't really say yet.
I have another question, final question in this case, which is I just realized Clash is going to be here this weekend. Now, we do have the Prime League on Sunday, and I don't think it would be. I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to do it, but I don't think playing the Prime League and then Clash after would be good unless you really all have the time and the patience to do so. But we can still participate on Saturday if you guys are up to it. If you're going to play with friends or whatnot, well, let us know. Just putting it out there. We can very well adapt the schedule for that.
I won't be home this weekend. I'll be gone the entire weekend. I have my PC with me, but I'd rather not be stuck playing Clash.
Okay. Well, we can then let's forget about Clash. I think they are also doing it next week. Yeah, they're gonna do it this weekend and next weekend. That's really nice. So we can potentially try next weekend if you guys want. After all, Clash is a bit more on the fun side, in my opinion. So
Next week I could, yeah.
it's up to you, but you don't need to keep to have an answer right now. Just think about it.
What time are the Prime League games on next Sunday? On this Sunday, I mean?
So this Sunday it's gonna be at 5, and it's gonna be 2 games unless they reschedule. But I believe they already locked their roster, so I don't think they're gonna reschedule.
Okay.
So at 5 your time, 5 CST, and yeah.
Did we reschedule it? Because who was it that was unavailable?
No, it was Nissan that wasn't available, but apparently it is available. They just didn't write it down.
Ah, okay.
He assumed that we knew.
All right.
But yeah, no, it's all fixed. The schedule, then we just follow it as usual. So next game is gonna be on Thursday, scrim session. We're not gonna scrim the same team, right? We're not gonna do that 2 sessions in a row, of course. But I'm gonna look for something, and then Friday another scrim session. Just again, we need practice, right? I mean, I think today went pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's been a few mistakes happening on game 1, but then game 2 you guys were a bit more aware. Now I just want you guys to really, really relax and take it slow. Now I know it's frustrating for some of you, or if not for everyone, to have players not play the way that you want them to play, or let's say there's a call but not everyone follows the call and whatnot. And let's just be real, if it was that easy, it would be too easy. So it's always going to be about teamwork and about compromising when it comes to little sacrifices here and there when it comes to yourselves as a player comparing to the team. So ultimately, just let's take it slow. Let's not get too heated up during the games. Not that it happens, but it's really, really important that everyone remembers that the whole point of the scrims is not to win, it's to practice, and practice sometimes takes time. And sometimes you might not even see the progress until you actually play for a month together or something like that. But it's worth it. It's kind of like working out. I bet that no one works out here, but
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Really,
All right, that sounded
prejudice.
toxic. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. No, but in the sense that you won't see the results after a day or 2 or after a week. You might see a tiny bit of improvement, but what matters is looking at what happened after a month, after 2, and that's where you guys will see clear results. And right now, the biggest issues we have are definitely team issues. So it's not like the individual problems are that big. At least I think. I don't know if Simon thinks otherwise, but you fix those team issues, damn, team's gonna feel much better.
Yeah.
What do you mean March? Hold on. Hey, listen, I don't get it. I'm not in a normal game. I'm in a normal draft. What is this?
What?
I'm getting flamed by Nissan because I'm in a normal draft. What? Oh, God.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. Did you have
Well, Letion's joining. Whoopsie, no, you're out. Let's have Danny kick you.
I mean, what I gotta say, for example, to the situation in the first game where we lost the fight because Luna got hit by a spear. I have to say to this in general, and I still feel like it's when we played like with Furby and Furby made the calls, we took like way more aggressive calls, and even if it's not called, I was just going for it. Like if you remember those Casa Vlad games, I felt like I was way more in sync with him than I feel now with the team in general, because I have still this feeling that like you gotta push it to the edges, and you really have to go, or at least I go for literally every skill check in the game, and obviously it fires back like pretty often. And I feel like Lona is pretty much the same. So I feel like if we take like ADC top fights, which are not that common to be honest, I feel like very in sync. But then again, like some of these just chase someone down and don't look for an opportunity, and then obviously it can backfire if you get hit by something and shit like this. But I feel like we should always take those aggressive calls, and we should always try to limit test and skill check whenever we get the situation, especially in scrims.
Yeah. Like the point that we should like limit test and really test our like abilities and try stuff out in scrims is definitely true. Although we still have to consider that like different game states are gonna like be different, and like we're gonna have depending on what kind of team comp we're playing, we should also like view it in a different way. For example, in this case, I'm not saying it's wrong to to keep shade. I think it's actually is like depending on how you do it. I think or like my philosophy is you should always get as much out of a situation as you can, of course. But at the same time, when you get a win, and you're playing a team comp that wants to scale, and you're in a really comfortable position, and you know that you think that we might be able to get a bit more out of this situation, but if we do, it's not gonna change that much. Like we're still gonna be in this pretty much the same position. We're still like really comfortable. We still want to scale. But you know that if it backfires, then the downside is gonna be pretty big. Like we might even fall behind, and then we're not comfortable anymore. Then you have to always you have to think about, okay, what is the cost of this play, or like what is the risk?
But for example, I mean it's pretty bad to like market on this one play, but I've seen it before, because like this 20 to 80% chance that someone gets hit by a spear there without setup. So it's like huge in our favor to just stay there. Maybe they do a mistake, maybe they overcommit, maybe we get something else, and if don't, we just have mid get top plates, stuff like this. Because if we just all chase there, we trade 3 top plates for 5 mid plates, and we don't get anything. Like we just get, I don't know, like 1 kill on, and that's just not worth it to blow that much someone.
Like, I think it's just it comes down to how we decide we want to have the team. And we decided that we want to have one shot caller that decides more basically everything. So in that case, having people having their own thoughts and like going for other things, which like they see but the other team doesn't, even though the shot caller said something, then it can be really counterproductive. So if we want to have an overly aggressive playstyle, then and still have a shot caller, then that basically means I have to make more aggressive calls.
No, it's not about this. It's just everyone here is like mechanically pretty good, and everyone here has played a lot of League of Legends games, and so everyone can make his like own I don't know how to say it, like own overview about the situation. So just go back to this example. For example, I know, or we see, Cetara, Lona, and I see that we can never reach the Jax at any point, and if we keep chasing, we just give mid prio. So it's obvious that we just kind of low-key stick together and watch for something else, try to not give mid prio, and try to do something here. And it's not about like not listening to a call, it's more about doing what, like, I don't know what to say. Maybe you get my point.
I think if I can fill in a bit, I think what you want to say is that like everyone is able to see opportunities, and
Yeah.
it really sucks to have an opportunity go to waste. Like if you see that, okay, we can actually get 3 kills here, like trade nothing for it, and then Legion doesn't see it and he doesn't make the call, then that means if we don't go for it, then it just goes to waste. So in that sense, I think we should still, like everyone should still be aware and like look for opportunities, but at the same time, like it's a balance, right? It's really hard to do the balance, but that's kind of the challenge. So like if Legion really does call something, then that has to be followed. But at the same time, if you see something and you go for it, like you make a call, and then Legion does an object, or like you even so for example, if Legion says chase the Jax, and then you say no, we can get we can get 3 kills there, like we can go for this other play, and then Legion says yeah, let's go for that. I mean, obviously you have to be really fast to like be able to get that across before the window closes, but if you go like it's about not doing different things, then that's the really dangerous thing. So like if you do something that you see an opportunity and you go for it, but in order for it to work, everyone needs to follow up on it, and then Legion has already made a call for something else, so like there are 3 people going in the other direction, then the opportunity that you see is not going to work out because you don't have the follow up that you need, which means that like both calls are just going to end up failing. So that's what we need to avoid. Then like that being said, I think we should definitely try to test our limits and like look for opportunities and everything, but we have to like develop it together, and like we need to find this balance between like only just waiting for Legion to make a call, and then like like basically doing nothing until Legion says it, and people stepping up and making calls even though they're not the primary shot caller, and then Legion being able to kind of decide which of those we're gonna like follow up on, and which like which calls we're not gonna go for. So yeah, we need to like find that balance. But for now, I think we're too split up in our decisions. So I think the easiest thing to start with is to just follow the calls that Legion makes until we make sure that we have like unity and we're all on the same page. And then when we nail that down, that we like see that okay, now we're playing more in sync, and like now we're playing together, then we can start to branch out and try these other this other tactic about it, that we like we have other people do calls, and then we can I mean it's gonna take time. It's about being able to know each other, like know what everyone is gonna do, and like know what we're thinking about, even though we're not saying it, and then
Yeah, I mean, like, that's why I personally like those look calls better, where you just say, look Jax.
Yeah.
And then the one that calls has to keep in mind that, okay, if a team doesn't follow up, then I'm not going to overchase and check these situations. Because, like, chase Jax, and then if someone doesn't commit to it, it's just the whole situation gets scuffed, might get scuffed. So I feel like we should like maybe more focus on those calls instead of just calling out a certain play. If
Okay,
that
but
makes
in that case, I am pretty sure it wasn't called out. Like it is again, it's very specific. But since we talked about that game, I'm pretty sure it wasn't called out that you wanted to go for the Nidalee there. We had it in mind. I'm not sure if Zetaro and Donna had the same idea. Like they were just there. It's possible that they have that in same mind, but at least I didn't know.
I can't speak for him, but like if you check the replay, I land like a W max range on Jax when he's already super low. And then I turn around. I should have called that I was looking for like a pick. I felt like Ronaldo read me on that, but I can't speak for Star.
Can I add something to you, Simon?
Yeah, sure.
I think the biggest problem, it's all a part of which is also what Ronaldo is getting at. There's two things in scrim. There's two separate things that we want to do in scrims, and the first one is like play as a team.
Yeah.
But playing as a team isn't necessarily playing the all playing the exact same way. I mean, it's really hard to just fine tune to each other. Like, if we want to improve team play, then there's like things like this where Latian makes calls, we follow as a team, we listen to each other and play the game as a team. But if you want to limit test and if you want to grow in terms of mechanical skill and see the game in the same way, then we should actually, like, before a scrim even starts, say like, okay, this is how we're going to play the game. We take the fight, we listen when a certain champion is called as a focus point. You just go for it. Like, you just don't give a fuck. You just go for it.
I think that's
mean,
not a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna be problematic because like we're still gonna end up with people, like two people doing different calls. So like I still think we need to have this primary shot caller and this kind of hierarchy with how we do calls. But we can definitely say beforehand like that. Okay, in this scrim we're gonna like test our limits and like we're gonna be more more proactive in how we play. And that, I think it's going to make more sense when we're playing more aggressive style compositions. So, for example, when we played, the Samira and Lucian or stuff like that, then it's going to like be more in sync with the team comp. And but like you can do it when you're playing. You can do it when you're playing any team comp. It's just about knowing the limits. It's just that the limits are gonna be wider when you're playing an aggressive comp than when you're playing a more like scaling or passive comp.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying this as something that I'd like to do as a player, but it's a method that I myself, when I was a coach a few years ago, actually applied. Like, the only way you can make other people see how you want to play the games if you tell them directly in the game while it's happening.
Yeah, for sure.
Much, and that's really the only way you can learn.
Yeah. I agree. And I mean, we could play around with that as well. Like that's okay. So in this game, like we can play around with switching shot callers and like saying that, okay, now in this game Ronaldo has the priority. We could still have Leitjon making calls and like doing pretty much the same thing as he does now. But then when we end up in these like 5-man scenarios or like scenarios where Ronaldo wants to look for the really like deep dive or like something that's really gonna stretch the limits, then we say that okay, we listen to Ronaldo this game. Like we try out all the all the like crazy calls and like see if they work out, because then we get to see the game, as Max said, we get to see the game from like different perspectives. So then we're gonna get to know each other better as well. So I think that's a pretty good idea.
It's like if this is what we're going to do, like if we're going to dedicate scrim blocks to what I just explained, like that it's really I cannot say this enough. It's really important that you just let go of all kind of reasoning that you have about the game and just listen and go. Like, don't think, just listen to the call and go. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and then you can just talk about it after the game.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
That's the best way to learn.
Yeah, but
I think a better way to put it would be trust the team. Like, I know it sounds obvious as fuck, but let's be real. Sometimes a call is made, you don't trust it, and you decide to not follow it, right? That's where the fuck up happens. I don't think people should ignore like what they're thinking. I think they should trust the team first.
Oh yeah, but that's not what I'm getting at. Like for these scrims, we decide to listen to this or this guy, and if he wants to go, you just go. Like, you don't think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
but you cannot.
But if we actually play like a German league game or actually an important game, of course, that's not how we're going to do things.
I mean, to that point, it just is like very champion dependent because the one having the champ to make picks, like for example, if it's an Ash,
Yeah,
then
exactly.
Camille, Malphite, some of those who can actually like,
Sometimes you just go.
engage, you just call it and just go. But if I play Vladimir and I don't know, play on my island for 20 minutes and then join team fight, I'm not gonna call anything for the first 20 minutes except what information regarding my lane. So I just don't watch the map and I don't watch like bot skirmishes. Only if
No,
I
but you don't have to. Like,
yeah.
I'm talking about the fights where you are involved. Like, if you're
Yeah.
involved, then you speak, and if you're not involved, then you just don't speak.
Yeah, and this is why we need to practice it because, like, you know, in an ideal world, we're able to. Everyone is pretty much able to shot call, and like everyone is able to feel kind of what all of their teammates want to do, and like we're gonna be able to kind of feel the calls without even having to call them. And that I think we're gonna get closer to that if we practice this that we talked about, like we can try out different shot callers, like play the game from different perspectives, and then you know once we get comfortable with that, then it's gonna be easier to like adapt the shot caller in like more towards which champion people are playing, or like who's playing the engage champion, and like who's playing the. So, for example, if we're playing a front to back composition, and like maybe we can have Loner doing the target calling, and like it's gonna be more natural once we kind of get that down and like start building up trust, and like yeah, but it's gonna take some time for sure.
I want to have a finishing touch to this though, so we can actually finish this up. It's good to have a guy that do the most of the calls, and then people can listen to it, and by that time people can also do adaptations, like champion wise and also like position wise. It will be different. For example, the first game, Ronaldo has more opportunities to see engages, so in that time it's not like if you like know what our idea is, and then you can say your other
Guys,
idea in the same context, and it's still good because you see something I don't. Because I also just watched the bot review, and
I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in 2 days.
Right.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Okay, bye bye.
in the bot review you actually can hear nothing was called on the Nidalee. Nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I already said this like after we talked about the first game. Like it wasn't called, and I think it should just be done with
Yes.
that. Like
So-
we're not gonna get anything more out of it.
So for example, in that scenario, when like Ronaldo was like, look here, but he was actually like pinging towards the Tribush top side. When we have
Yeah.
another scenario, when Ronaldo says, look Nida, then obviously everyone has an idea, and that's totally fine for me. Because
I mean,
it's not about him like not listening to the call, it's him making another call that can benefit the situation, and then also Lana and Taro can obviously react in that case.
Yeah. Right.
yeah.
Like
But
it's
I totally
hard
like.
to
I just
say.
want to say I really get where you're coming from, Ronaldo. Like I can really sympathize with wanting to, like if you see an opportunity, you wanna go for it. Like you wanna see, like even if it doesn't work out, then you know that okay, this was the limit in this case. Like in this scenario, if we do this, then it's not gonna work. And then when it does work out, then you know that okay, like this is something that you can do in this situation. So those things are really important, especially in scrims to evolve, evolve the playstyle.
Yeah.
I mean, if this team is going to exist for the long run, I mean, I'm probably not staying. But if the team is going to exist for the long run, it's very important that you just learn team play first. And I mean, we just put emphasis on that. And when you think that you've got everything down, you can take games in a manner that doesn't involve any coin flipping anymore. Well, obviously this is completely real, but I think looking to expand your limits, looking to like take your level up a bit. I think that should wait until you have team play down. I mean, I don't know how long the team's been together, but considering how much of a chaos comms are sometimes, and that people don't listen to half the calls that are being made. I think that's a really important point to focus on first.
Yeah, I mean, first things first, and I think also the really important thing here is that we need to take things one step at a time. So like right now we're focusing on being able to stick to the calls and like follow the calls and being more on the same page, and then we keep doing that until we feel like okay, we have that nailed down, and then when we're finished with that, then we start thinking about okay, how do we get more out of like situations, like how do we execute on opportunity, like capitalize on opportunities, and like how do we do the shot calling when someone else sees an opportunity that Legion doesn't see, and then like we start branching out and like building up, where we need to start somewhere, like build a foundation, and then start building out the branches from there. So right now it feels like we want to do, which is good, like the attitude is good, like it feels like we want to do everything like at the same time, but that's gonna be like really, that doesn't work, it's too hard. So we need to do one thing at a time.
Alright, I'm gonna head off now as well though.
Yeah.
I have to go now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Me too.
All right, yeah, good job today, guys. It was really good improvement from the last stream, I think. It's really good.
Have a nice evening, guys.
Right.
Thanks for playing.